Yeah, I see myself on Daily Candle Close News on
Oh, I never added myself to the stream. Add to stream.
All right. Hey. Yeah, you got to add yourself. That's right. I forgot about that.
Okay.
yeah. There's some delay.
There's a
Okay.
huge delay.
Now I see myself on YouTube. You think
So,
it's
do
my
you have your
computer?
speakers on? You need headphones.
I do have headphones. I do have headphones, but my so I have a microphone on the side that I use, but then I use my headphones.
There's
So I'm
major
speaking on.
feedback.
Um,
Oh, never mind.
is it
Yeah,
you that have the?
no, yeah, it was. I had YouTube going. Your YouTube link and StreamYard going. So I was getting the feedback on the live. So I muted it. I was like, oh. And then it was like completely silent. And you're like, are you sure it's me?
So
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 funny.
I know. So what about okay? So percent. So let me. Okay, I'm getting a set
So
percent.
yeah, I see you.
You see me.
Yes, I've got the YouTube link pulled up. I've got your YouTube audio muted. Audio's coming through StreamYard, but on your YouTube link, I
Okay, I
see
see it.
the main studio page.
Right.
But
Share.
Abraham he left.
I think
He's back.
he left us.
No, he's not. He's not.
Oh, check this out. I think I got it.
He is down. You need to let him in this. Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Did you see him? I need to
I think you're
let
lagging.
him in. He has not knocked in my door. He's not here.
He sent me a message. Send me her. Oh. Okay. Just a second.
You're so sweet for helping us. Thank you.
Of course. That's what we were here to do. So yeah, I shared your link in the private chat on my live stream in StreamYard. And so when he left, he didn't have the link anymore. All right, so he should be coming in.
That's funny.
So there's a lot of background noise that you've got. Do you have like TV going or something?
Okay, so I should be good. No, me? There is a TV. Can you hear it? Okay,
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's loud.
Hold on.
Yeah, you really should wear headphones too if you're not wearing them.
Okay, is that better?
100%.
Okay, thank you first. And
Abe's in the background.
You see on YouTube now. You can see my screen.
Yes, Abe is in the background. He's
at the screen.
I think my voice is lagging a lot. There's a good 3 to 4 second lag.
This is pretty cool. And then right here on StreamYard on the right, you could type anything like hello, and it appears in YouTube.
Yeah, that's how Ronan does it.
Oh, wow. This is so cool, guys.
There's a lot of lag, though. Do you have a lot of shit open on your computer?
Probably. How could I do? What should I do? Just close everything? That
a lot of browsers. Yeah, you should close down a lot of browsers. Okay. Anything you're not using that's pulling memory. When you're doing live streams, basically. And if you have the ability to up your process, like turn your processors up, you can do that. Do you have a desktop?
Do I have screens here? I have a laptop. Hold on.
That's another. Laptops aren't ideal for live streaming unless they're like top of the line. I spent $3,000 on my laptop and it still fucking lags and it pisses me off. And a lot has to do with your connection.
So I know I have good internet. It's probably my laptop more than anything. I think if I need to clear the cache or clean it up. I know the memory is pretty full.
I purchased McAfee's like software cleaner or not PC optimizer thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a year subscription, but it basically clears all the junk out. I was able to clear like 6 gigabytes of bullshit out.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know my memory's full because I'm doing a bunch of videos and then I don't delete them. So they're all a bunch of memory. This is so cool. I love it. Where's Abe? Hello, Abe. Did I not let you in? No, he's in here.
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So Dogecoin is pulled up for me. I don't know if it's because you're lagging or.
Yeah. No. I have it pull up. No.
Okay, so you're just on a different. I hear you clicking.
Screen, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. I have it pulled up right now.
Cool. Now you're expecting.
To be able.
You think your profit margin is there? You think it's just going to do a little double top and come back down?
For now, yeah. I mean, if we could dream, you want to go to a higher time frame. I mean,
I've seen that pattern before, and it's like a winding coil, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly see it just coming up here.
So
I mean, probably we could definitely come up here to a double top.
Now let's go back.
Right, it could.
Back in October, November, where it pumped up right there. Scroll back just a little bit. Go back in time. It's like August, September. Okay. So that little downward pat before the pump up there.
Right here.
Where'd you go? Yes. Or we're September, November of 22. 22.
Okay. Okay, right here. September. I'm right here.
No, that's of 21. 22. I don't know if you're lagging or
22.
not. But... Okay, yeah, you're just lagging. Your screen is lagging.
My screen's lagging.
Yeah, it's like 8 seconds behind or something. But yeah, that little consolidation right there before it just shot way up, like that's kind of sexy. But right before that, it's like what you're talking about, how it just like shot up, came back down, and consolidated, and then went parabolic.
Yeah, it gave us this like W pattern, and then we probably got that measure move from this W pattern. So that's what I was thinking. We have this W pattern. Of course, if we cross this high, we're going to go up to here just based on this measure move from the W.
Yeah. And that's almost like a bowl and handle type thing.
Right there. Cup and handle right there.
Yeah. Cup and handle.
Yeah. Or you got a sharp pull down and then a slight bounce up. That could be considered an Adam, and how the bottom rolls up. That can be considered an Adam and Eve structure on a smaller time frame, probably. Yeah, more like a 5 minute, something like that. It could be a sharp pull down V-shaped recovery and then a rounded bottom, the Adam and Eve. But yeah, I don't know. I was just throwing that out there.
No, definitely. I think if we could hold, I work with contraction phases. So if we get this pump up here to 1042, and we see it start consolidating within this range and creating a new contraction phase, it will definitely give us that measure move of the W to 1558, right? But that's if we
Right.
don't break this support, the daily support, and then break this 4-hour trend line and start breaking to the downside right here. So,
Okay.
but for now, 1042. I would definitely set an alarm in this trend line, and this is your daily support. Once it comes down, pivot. Where's my pivot highs and lows? Once it breaks 0.0869, it's now in a downtrend. This is where I would set my alarm
Right.
here. This is would be my what's called my line in the sand situation. But price action looks super bullish. And isn't something happening on 420, Duke? What's happening on 420?
The solar eclipse.
Hybrid solar eclipse. Yep.
Yeah, hybrid solar eclipse. The last one was in. So I made a post about this on Twitter.
I saw that
from some high up, not high up, but like some well-known Twitter decoders. But here, let me just pull it up and read it.
That'll be a great example. Could you share your screen? You want to share your screen? Okay, so I would remove mine, and then and I will get a notification once you want to share your screen.
Yeah, it should pop up a second screen for me. Okay, it should be up there now.
Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my mic was on. I was playing my cat.
I was like, okay.
I love her.
All right, can you see my screen?
Add to screen.
It popped
there
up
it is.
for a second, but now it's coming back. Yeah.
Okay. So on.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to read it out. It's a little blurry, but we could see it for sure.
Okay. Yeah, it's my connection. I'm throttled now. My hotspot.
Right.
But anyway, the 420 eclipse is. All right, so let me back up just a little bit. A hybrid eclipse is when you get the total solar eclipse, a partial solar eclipse, and an annular eclipse, all three at the same time, which is what's going to happen tomorrow. And the last time that this happened was in November 3rd, 2013. And if I know, Awaken, you got your chart pulled up. Pull up Bitcoin real quick if you want to scroll way back to this, since my internet's bad. Scroll back to November 3rd, 2013, and you see there that Bitcoin that started a 2-month parabolic run from like $150, $200 to $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
$900 increase easily.
Yeah. And I remember that, like, everybody at work was talking about it.
Yeah.
And they were just like,
I was in Bitcoin in 2011 and sold 4,400 right before 2012 when it on April Fool's Day went to $111, and I was like, I just lost 450 plus or minus 1,000 like a year ago because I didn't know what I held. Yeah. So.
Right. Yeah. And see, and that's what I think we're leading up to. Is a parabolic run. People are just going to start like taking profit margins, as like responsible traders do, and it's just going to keep running, and they're not going to get a chance to buy back in. But it gets much fucking better. So from the VAT eclipse,
I'm going to go all in now.
from that eclipse to the 420 eclipse spans 113 months and 17 days. and Magic pointed out that the last few eclipses we had a 17 numerology. I haven't looked too much into it, but if Magic says so, I mean, he's pretty fact check. You know, he knows his shit.
Yeah, he
says it. But if you look, like the 313 and its anagrams have played a gigantic role not only in the rabbit year but last year, and also like Bitcoin's white paper. The birthday is Halloween, October. You know, October 31st, whatever year. And it's also marked the low, the 313 or 113 or whatever. It marked the low of a lot of coin or a lot of stocks and coins and whatnot. And so the only difference that we can see is that in 2013, that eclipse was at the end of the summer solstice. This eclipse is going to be at the end of winter solstice. And also the 2013 eclipse was the second new moon after the fall equinox. And this one is going to be the second new moon after the spring equinox. But based on this pattern, if it does the opposite, we could see a pullback to mid-June, probably 6/18, which is Christmas on the Anno Lucis calendar, which is the Masonic calendar. So 618, that's the golden section that is defined by Saturn and Jupiter's assembly.
Sorry to interrupt, do you mind sending me any of that Masonic Christmas information you may have? Please and thank you.
Well, I don't have too much about that. The calendar I was using all of a sudden got taken down off the internet.
We're gonna have to go back in the Wayback Time Machine then.
Yeah. So, but if you know, the saying, the lips of wisdom are sealed except to the ears of understanding.
Correct.
You're not going to find this type of information in any sort of Masonic text that's published online. You just have to think about it, not really word of mouth. You just have to know about their traditions and their heritage.
Right.
So the Masons are based off the Hermetic philosophies, which they got it from the Egyptians.
Correct.
What did they do? They worship the sun. Well, it just makes sense that summer solstice would mark Christmas, the end of summer solstice. The beginning of summer solstice, end of winter solstice would mark Christmas on their calendar.
Nice.
And also that if you look, you'll see most places will say that it started in 4000 BC, and then on a couple of places you'll see that that'll say 4004 BC. Well, 4004 BC just makes complete sense because you know the 4 plus 4 is 8, and you have 8 points, you get the cube, the Saturn time cube.
Correct.
And then you also have as above, so below that they just jerk off to. So, you know, it doesn't make any sense for them to start the beginning at a number at the beginning and end number at different numbers. It doesn't make any sense at all for them to have different numbers. It needs to be as above, so below, the 4 and 4, or a 4 and an 8, or something. You know, something that's comparable. So yeah, that's like, but you can literally look up this information online and read about it, and then kind of make connections with the shit that you've learned. And nothing's going to be at face value when it comes to Masons.
Right.
You just have to kind of like
know
them.
They wave that Luciferian torch of light and deception in front of those that are the profane, the Gentile. Not of the club. Remember, George Carlin said it best.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be, you know, that's where I have to come in and be like, so where I was saying, Duke, in regards to the solar eclipse, I didn't realize it was a special eclipse. I thought it was a regular eclipse.
I think I'm the one that brought that up on the world stage. Like, I don't want to say on the first Decoder, because I had help with Tommy Truthful, but I've been able to bring it to Waters' attention and the community by asking him that in a live stream, one time.
That's crazy that you're bringing it up and I was bringing it up, because I didn't even see anything that you've talked about with it.
Yeah,
and that just goes with like this frequency that we're on, man. We're just jiving on that same,
we're all downloading the same DNA because we're vibing on a higher frequency. We're out of that low root base, sacral plexus. We're vibing in the heart, throat, and crown chakra, or I don't want to say crown, because I don't think we're all ascended just yet. We haven't truly become the ascended master. We're on our way, but we're right there in the pineal gland. We're in the sixth chakra, which is known as the Ajna chakra.
So like what I've been researching and I've kind of discovered is the Schumann resonance, you know, we've been having massive spikes lately. That is due to the sun. And if you think of the sun as like a fiber optic cable sending information via light, and in order to tap into that, you've got to get on that frequency, you know. Well, the Schumann resonance, like the more flares it throws out, the Schumann resonance kicks up and whatnot. And what I've kind of found, like, this is what started my awakening. My I call it a forced spiritual awakening, something like a lightning bolt, because it was literally like a switch that had happened. But I was fasting from food and sleep. And like on day 2, you know, I started feeling a little euphoric and just going with the flow and whatnot. Day 3 was like I had like decrypted something that unlocked something inside of me that caused a metaphysical response. And I went day 4, and I was so close to day 5, but I just passed out, slept. Well, what I found was that because I had fasted from sleep, I was literally escaping death by not going to sleep. Therefore, my memory was not getting wiped. And I was literally coming in tune with the frequencies of the astral plane, of whatever dimension you want to call it. I was being guided by these astral beings. Literally, it felt like somebody was just guiding me. Everything that I was doing, everything that I was searching was bringing results. I was not getting any negative results. Something was telling me to switch. Like, I didn't even know what gematria was. Okay, never even fucking heard of it. Something said switch these letters with numbers and then compare it to the periodic table. Right. And it was just like, holy fuck. I discovered a whole new world without knowing about it. And it all came from this lack of sleep, and right in the middle of summer, like when summer solstice was beginning. And I looked back and the Schumann resonance was picking up at that point in time. And so with these peaks that are happening now, if you abstain from sleep and food, like I believe like after 5 days, you will gain and limit. I swear to God, this shit was 100 times better than sex. The euphoric feeling, the pleasure that came from it. Oh, like I was like saying, if I will never have sex again. Like if I can, and I kept it.
I don't know about that far, but I can concur to your fasting experience. But like there was one time, like during 2020, I was on a real spiritual awakening with understanding like how to get away from meats and certain dietary problems that cause problems with the body. And so I was breaking those old habits. And there was one time where I went on a almost 30-day juice fast and cleanse, and real, couple of days of dry fasting throughout that time period, or just really absorbing in like as close of being a breatharian as I could, you know what I'm saying? And it's like there was a point where there could have been bombs going off outside, the world just melting down, and the apocalypse, and I wouldn't even cared, because like I swear I was traveling in the Akashic records, the celestial courts. I was astral projecting anywhere in the world that I wanted to be, like I was in a separate sensory deprivation tank. So I fully concur to your experiences there when it comes to fasting and truly healing the body from within.
Yeah. You got to shock your body too, like you were doing.
Correct.
Like
comfortable.
You need,
cold
Mhm.
showers, things like that. Like, yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, you got to shock your body away from the matrix in order to like get that uneasy vibration. Because if you're resonant with society, then you're not going to see the astral plane. But if you're shocked away from society, like I had been, and I was like, all right, society's bad. I got to figure this out on my own. So I started fasting. I was abstaining from alcohol, sex, all sorts of shit that my old lifestyle was about, and then that and whatever, and that's when I started abstaining from sleep. I was taking Adderall actually, and to try to like help myself in the market to learn, because I have ADD and Adderall just like helps me focus. So that's what I was doing, and I was seeing a correlation between AMC and just other things that should not fucking be there, and GameStop. And so I just went down that rabbit hole. And whenever I had that awakening, I swear, like 100 times better than sex, better than any orgasm I had ever had in my life. And it's weird to say. It's a bold fucking statement, Cotton. Like that, but I strive to get back to that point. But recently I found that if you do 5+ days, that you gain a key to have this you can come and go from this information plane as much as you want. And if you think about the Bible says God created everything in the first 6 days and he rested on the seventh. Well, if you study all of the ancient traditions, God, the all, it's consciousness. We are inside God's brain. We are his thoughts. That's
correct.
why God is everywhere. All right. He is the all. And so, yes, if God created the universe through thought and rested on the seventh day, it just makes sense. Like, people have the argument of like, well, if God was immortal, then he wouldn't need to rest on the seventh day. And I always just argue like you need to rest to admire your work. But if he stayed awake for 6 fucking days and created everything through thought, it just makes sense. You know what I mean?
Thought is currency.
Yeah.
It's creation. It's manifestation. It's vibration and frequency. It is everything. Numbers, everything we use today to view, to calculate, to see and text and write and whatever. It's all stemmed from thought. Thoth, Jupiter, Mercury, Hermes, that voice in your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Which who is that? Your higher self. Genesis 1:26, built in the image of God, the Creator.
For sure. When I went through my awakening, I had to definitely shock my body too. I had to leave like fast food restaurants, like the processed meat. I'm still working on, like I'm like 95%, but I mean cold showers for me and the sun, the grounding with the sun was everything for me. Just grounding.
You'll know if you're on the right path because because if you're feeding your body correctly, you won't have to wear deodorant.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't wear deodorant.
Yeah, you won't have to. You might stink a little bit, but usually you don't stink very much at all. But if this people who don't wear deodorant and they stink, it's because their diets are bad.
Right.
Diets, the body odors. Yeah, body odors coming from the toxins you're eating and the processed foods, and deodorant used to not be a thing until just 100 years ago. Sears started selling it. And
it's your lymphatic drainage systems pouring out toxins, and it's like he said, just pouring out bad toxins, smelly toxins. And life gets vain. We all work, so sometimes, but usually it just takes water to wash it off, to get clean. And it doesn't, the epidermis isn't designed to have anything put on it, like shampoo, things like that. Like,
exactly,
it's just water. You're a water-based life form. Thank your water, love your water, speak to your water. When you're in the shower, say, I'm hydrated, I'm nourished, I'm replenished, I am water, I am healthy, speak, thank your water, love your water. I know it sounds crazy, but
I have mild psoriasis, and
my mom does too.
Eating bad, if I'm not eating good, if I'm eating stuff with dyes in it, or just processed whatever, cheese, meat, whatever it is, then I'll start breaking out, and it's getting, the older I get, like the worse the flare up will get. But yeah, you can, like you were saying,
everything.
you can literally wash your body with water and be fine. But the only time I have to use something is whenever I've been eating bad, and that's because
Right.
the psoriasis in my scalp will flare up. And yeah,
I'm not saying don't wear deodorant in case you're nervous and you're sweating on a date, or take a good shower, a clean shower before. Like, there are times where you want to be presentable, other than that, but the body needs just water to heal itself. A clean diet, like you're talking about, which the word diet comes from the word die, die in it. The more you eat, the more you die, depending on what you eat. That's why it talks about the fasting that we're talking about, being able to heal the body by only eating for necessity, not pleasure, like we've been indoctrinated into 3 meals a day. No, we're supposed to work when the work of the day is done. That's why old families and farms and cultures the man would work while the woman would be at home taking care of the kids, not because she was belittled or whatever, like they've indoctrinated us to believe, because it took all day to farm and crop and clean and cook the meals for the family, while the man was out providing the livelihood in the fields, growing and etc. So, I mean, anyway, diet goes to digestion, which then causes you to go to a doctor, a doc worker, and be diagnosed, because he doesn't want to heal you. He wants to treat symptoms instead of fix problems. And then you end up dying because of your diet. It's full circle.
It's such a mindset. I'm telling you, as soon as they tell you you're sick and you believe you're sick, I believe that with aging, right? I never say my age. I'm always like, I'm young and beautiful. And it's like, it's crazy how the mindset works and your body like reacts to it. If you tell yourself you're old, of course your body's going to feel like that.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely.
Mine's so power. Like, so here, my job, like my real job is, I put Humpty Dumpty back together again. I operate on people. And
you're a surgeon?
No, I'm a surgical assistant.
Okay, cool. I studied medicine for 13 plus or minus years. My mom's a almost licensed practitioner, nurse, basically, a doctor, basically, I mean to say. But yeah, I always wanted to be an ER doctor.
Nice.
And treat trauma patients, things like that. But obviously with prison
so I have to tell you, before you continue, Duke, I'm a nurse.
Oh,
sweet.
Oh, that's so
that's
funny.
awesome.
Three people with medical backgrounds. Yeah. I'm in the hospitality industry now, but I do want to.
Yeah.
Where was I going with this?
I don't know. I forgot. Sorry.
What were we talking about? Oh, that's not good. What were we talking about? We're talking about
well, the fasting and things like that.
Oh, yeah. Mindset. So, all right. So, Awaken can verify this. Here in the United States, we have these like Press Ganey scores and whatnot. It's basically, whenever you go to the doctor, you go to the hospital, you get a thing in the mail, a survey that you fill out, like, how is your 5-star hotel stay, basically, and it entitles people. The people, when they come to the hospital, they think they're entitled to this 5-star hotel stay, and they don't get it. And there's also there's a type of person that, like, it's called, what's it called? It's called Munchausen's Munchausen's syndrome. And that's where, like, they literally will fake sick just for attention. But if you go, all right, and so we do all this extra stuff to keep you from getting sick in the hospital, and but it happens, people get sick. But you take the same doctor, you take the same surgical crew, and you ship them over to Africa to do some missionary work. These people will come out of the fucking villages to have their 2-year broken arm fixed or whatever. They'll do surgery in tents. The spine surgeon that I worked with, he would literally tell them what type of screws to buy at the hardware store, and they would go buy the screws at the hardware store. They would bring them in, and he would implant. They would just wash them, and he would implant them in their back, and they would be completely fine. Why? Because these people over in these third world countries are super fucking grateful to have medical care, but over here in America, it's first world problem. It's mindset.
For sure. Yeah. That's definitely my mom. I could tell you guys right now, she's probably never gone to the hospital. And she's like, I'm perfectly fine, Mom. You know, I am first generation here, but she's never gone to the doctors, and she's good with that. And she's like, she cooks home meals every day. You know, she's from Mexico, cooks breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but she's never gone to the doctors, not once, because she's just like, I'm perfectly fine. That's just her mindset.
There's a saying in the medical field: no one suffers like the children of a nurse.
One narrative and the Russia narrative and all the things we're seeing around the world right now, but nobody's paying attention because they're in their WAP videos, their sporting events, their TikToks, they're in Facebook instead of having their face in a book, you know. And yeah, so I definitely can concur there.
But even when they do put their face in a book, and they're forced to by some sort of scripted
narrative.
Yeah, scripted narrative, basically some book from the library, you know, right. You know, Michelle Obama's biography or some shit like that. They're not forced to read anything that expands their mind.
Right. Not at all.
Anyway.
Not at all. Most people don't read no more. It's 2023. It's 2022. Excuse me. I gotta yell at this dog. Get out of my cat's food. Go. Sorry.
I gained a lot of followers today.
You did. My YouTube is over jumped since my first live as well. You know.
I told you just have to go live.
No, it went from 41 to 58 subscribers in less than 48 hours. So it's like, that's crazy. 58, Puppet Master 58, Tetragrammaton 58, which is another word for God. Remote Control 58, XRP 58. We're about to enter Mercury Station in retrograde, Mercury retrograde 58. So, you know me. Pow. I'm just gonna fire off with a spice.
You need a machine gun sound effect. So whenever he goes on one of these little rants he does, you just fucking, as soon as he's done, you hit it.
Yeah, I can't wait for all that. Like, I've got a Casio piano downstairs. I should just bring it upstairs and figure out some settings for certain sounds and drum rolls and things like that. And play.
We did talk about instruments. We did talk about instruments the other day. Do you play an instrument, Duke?
Well, I've got a. Oh, Duke. I thought you were talking to me.
No, but me and you, Abe, we were talking about instruments the other night. Remember? That's why I'm asking you.
Cordy G.
I don't play any. I don't play. I sing, but whenever I was a teenager, I taught myself how to play the piano and the guitar, but I haven't really fucked with it very much. I recently just bought a new guitar and pianos to like dabble back into it. Because like a lot of us, we've discovered that frequencies are the key to everything. That's literally what holds everything together. And like 741, I do a lot of work with 741. The 741 is the throat chakra. It's also the number of Lucifer. But in music, you've got what's called the Devil's Trinote, and what it is a series of minor notes followed by a major note. Let me pull up the YouTube.
While you're doing that, I want to give Mr. Jansen a huge shout out in the chat section for being a true pioneer and an awakened soul. He said that this was a good talk, so thank you, brother. And he studied orthomolecular medicine, and so another person.
Orthomolecular medicine.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. But anyway, orthomolecular medicine, and But yeah, he said Jason from Archaics did a live on placebo today, and it was great as well. So we'll definitely have to check
Nice.
that out. All four of us now in here being some sort of a medical background.
We need to invite, we need to
Yeah, for
invite
sure.
Mr. Jensen over.
Yeah, for sure. If he'd like to come in, let us know, Mr. Jansen. We'll invite you in to speak as well. Send you a link in the Discord
Let me
if you
send
want.
him.
You know, we're just testing this. Like I stated earlier, me and Awakened Soul, we've decided to come together and collaborate. You guys here on YouTube on each one of our channels, probably vice versa, weekly or something. You know, just do what is called empowering TA and vibing with the charts, speaking about life and education and life skills, trading and viewing the charts, answering questions, and just trying to uplift the people, teach people that it's more than just a man's world, this cryptocurrency industry. You know, try and get more women involved in this to take their power back, etc. But yeah, things like that. Just to come out here and hang out every week and teach people a skill and craft that they can, you know, use to facilitate their dream and outcome instead of being a slave to, well, someone else's dream.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Here to empower women to come out, be brave, and be the goddess that you're meant to be. Right.
Yeah, gods and goddesses with amnesia, and it's time to remember who we truly are.
I just invited Decode. He's like, hey, he's on the same frequencies we are. He's like, hey, let's get a live going.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, we already got one going.
Let's get the world
let's
in here.
Go.
You know? I mean,
everybody's feeling it.
This is the start of what I hope is going to be something great. You know.
Yes, this is what my goal is. Like everybody's trying to start their own. Everybody's trying to start their own platform, which I love. But like, there's like everybody's like really good. Awaken, you're amazing at technical analysis. I'm amazing at like spotting the hidden symbology within videos and shit. You know, like we all have our special thing, and if we just come together to create one awesome podcast, I think it would blow the fuck up. I really do. Nobody worry about money. Sure. Nobody worry about that shit. We just do it all for free and we talk our shit, you know.
Right.
And anyone wants to come in and try to ruin our parade, we just breathe fire out of our mouths.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to know our worth, though. That's something my mom and dad taught me. The last 3 years, I've been doing my work for free, giving away thousands and $1,000, 10,000 plus hours theory of learning and developing a craft and skill. So I do want to eventually start becoming a business and being self-sufficient. So it's like I do want to preach that everybody needs to know their worth. And you know, I don't plan on charging a huge amount of fee for my things like my Discord. I want to charge $2.23 for new people to join. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, that's a small fee, and I don't want trolls in this community. I want people like Awakened Soul said the other night that are high vibrational clients that are, you know, looking to change their life. And if somebody's not going to invest a small percent in something for themselves, then they're probably somebody that's not going to do the work and do the crafting skill and just, you know, continue to fall victim to the slave mentality of society. And it's like that those are the ones that unfortunately I believe will be left behind to this old paradigm and will miss out on the opportunity to move into the new era, the golden age that we're about to all experience, because we're enlightened individuals.
Absolutely. I think everyone needs to build their own empire. I think what Jordan has done for us, brought us together, him bringing, you know, having his empire and building it has brought, like he said, leaders, you know, and within all of us, we're all leaders and we all have the power within us to be, you know, like you said, the goddesses and the kings that we need to be and do what we love more than anything. You know, it's like do what we love. We're unique individuals and we could do what we love and make it a business.
I completely agree with everyone's own individual wants and needs. Personally, I feel like if I love something and I try to make it into a business, I'm going to learn to hate it. So if like my gnosis that I find, I'm just going to share it. I want to make money off of the stock market. I want to make money off of the hedge funds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everything in life is the stock market. You buy gas, you go buy groceries, you do everything in life, and it all is all a commodity. Even they're putting water as a commodity now. So I mean, you got to learn this, or you're just not going to understand life.
Yeah. But who knows? I might do some
Absolutely.
sort of educational thing or sell some merch or something like that.
I want to do that. Sell merch.
I think you should.
Magic thinks I should.
There's print
trademark
and
my
demand.
name.
He thinks you should what?
Yeah. Trademark my name.
Oh yeah. 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 I already
How do
bought
you do
a
that?
domain for mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like buy the domain, like you just said, or you can literally just pay several thousands of dollars to trademark a name, just like Nike or Reebok or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So I have your screen up, Duke. If you want to go.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
share.
this is just
Sorry
over
about
the
that. I
Devil's
didn't
Triangle.
realize it.
It's all good. Yeah, we were just quick recap for anybody who's popped in. We were just talking about frequencies and whatnot, but whenever you're everybody's watched one of those infomercials, or not infomercials, but one of those donation commercials, like please donate to feed a child 30 cents a day, whatever. One thing that they have going that really digs into your pockets is they put music in the background. Same thing if you ever went to church, like the preacher get up there, start saying his closing remarks, and then the music just starts playing in the background as he's talking. It's to pull emotion out of you, and I want to show you how and why. I'm not. This guy will.
Good people, I'm Jason with Squad Car 37, and you're watching Micro Tutorial Tuesday, where I put 1 minute and 37 seconds on the clock and share a music tip or life lesson. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Devil's Tritone to accent your next song project. This musical interval is so dissonant and filled with dread that it has a reputation for being banned by religious authorities.
Notice the background music, how it just adds intensity to the video.
Good news is you don't have to be a devil worshiper to take advantage of this diabolical diminished technique. Anyway, let's roll that epic intro. All right, let's put 1 minute 37 seconds on. Let's put 1 minute 37 seconds on the clock and get started.
The 33rd prime number.
Music theory, a tritone is composed of 3 adjacent whole tones and 6 adjacent semitones. Let me show you. So if F is the root, 3 whole tones away from F would be 1, 2, 3, B. And 6 semitones away from F would be F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is also B. Another way to get there is if you play a power chord and you flat the 5th, which is your 2nd finger, or in F, it gets to the tritone. Boy, those sound dissonant. Now let's add the minor 3rd. Whoa. In other words, the Devil's Tritone is associated with a minor scale with a diminished 5th or an augmented 4th. They mean basically the same thing. The standard blues scale actually uses the Devil's Tritone as a passing tone between the 4 and the 5. Check this out. There's the Devil's Tritone. There it is again. Musicians and composers have been harnessing the power of the Devil's Triad for centuries to create a sense of dread and doom and dissonance in their music, like Beethoven's
like
1805 opera
in-
called
For
Fidelio,
you guys?
or Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That's E is the root, and the Devil's Tritone is an A sharp or B flat, or even Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix. The theme song to The Simpsons actually uses the Devil's Tritone. The Simpsons. And it's been used in blues forever.
Wow.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Now you too can try adding the
Devil's Tritone.
to your next song and see what happens.
What?
I wonder if Jordan or Cordy G, some of the ones in our community that play the guitar, are familiar with this.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like he just said, he bought a guitar Duke Doobie, and I just got one for me and my son to start trying to learn again.
Wow. I actually have a guitar too. I got one for my son, but that's funny. That's funny. I don't know about the guitar though. Seems a little complicated.
I used to think that too, and then I learned a few songs like what was it? Crazy Train, Ozzy Osbourne, things like that. Just a few simple songs that were easy, and I just never kept playing. And my sister, I think, kind of sold my guitar out from under me. She had a friend come over one day saying it needed a little work to it, that she didn't mind to do it. And I was young, so my sister was like, yeah, it'll be okay. And I think she sold it out from under me, to be honest, you guys. I don't know. This is speculation, and I'd apologize to my sister firsthand if this is wrong. But like, I never got my guitar back, bro. Okay, like that's all I know. And it was nice. It was an older one, like an old
That's
Fender,
just
from
wrong.
back in the day, and but yeah.
That's funny. That's
But
hilarious.
I got a new Fender now, so it's all right. It's cool. It's pink and black. So I'm just gonna get it changed to red and black. My son wants red and black, so I'm just gonna buy a piece and just change the knobs. It'll be all right.
Right.
Yeah, I got it from a buddy of mine
That's
at work
awesome.
who's a guitar player as well, and he's pretty decent. Was just looking to get rid of one. He's got many of them, and he gave me a good deal on it and a Fender amp. So I just got to get a cord and I'll be good to go.
For sure. That is cool.
Yeah, I've got this
No, I
nice
think music is so powerful.
rosewood pick that I'm gonna use that I've had for a while. I had to break it out of storage.
I just realized I was muted.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we're wondering
I was
where
just-
you went.
I was just
Oh,
giving a
tell
little
me.
commentary,
Oh,
just
yeah.
be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the Devil's Tritone. But there's actually a song that talks about it, or sings about it. That's a better word, but the song "Hallelujah" by Leonard Cohen. Most people know the Pentatonics who sang it. But yeah, at the beginning of the song, it says, I heard there was a secret chord that David plays that pleased the Lord. It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift. Yeah, it's pretty in depth when it comes like we all know that music is ingrained with all sorts of subliminal messaging and even the music
Correct.
videos and whatnot. It literally goes down to the frequencies that are put through the microphone.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, my healing journey has all been, helped by music, and I've seen that my drift with the music, like, it's all based on my state of mind or how I'm feeling, and it's like, like you catch yourself when you hear music that doesn't align with you or that's not good for you. It's powerful in a good sense or a bad sense.
correct.
So
It looks like this is going good for the first testing in live, and I'm definitely not ready to quit or nothing. But is there any specific way y'all wanted to go with this? while we continued it? I
I
just
don't
want to
know.
ask that question.
I think it's awesome that you two were just going to start one, and then you're like, "Hey, Duke, can you help us out real quick?" And here I am, just crashing your.
No.
I
We're
love
glad
it.
to have
No,
you.
it's
We're glad because
beautiful.
neither
We
one of
want
us
you.
knew how to do it. Yeah.
We want Duke by popular demand.
Yeah.
I like how I
Yes.
just like. I've been like trying to stay away from like starting live stream and do all that, mainly because I'm not a good host.
Right.
Right.
I can
What do
understand
you
that.
mean?
I'm just not a
Yeah.
good host. I'm better at like guest appearances or just giving commentary on this and that.
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
When it comes to like creating material for the next show, it's like I speak when shit comes to me. I don't try to force it. When I start forcing it, that's when I make mistakes.
Oh,
Right,
absolutely. That's why we're making this like literally like empowerment. We just talked about it like what are we gonna do? And we're like just pretty much just choose one subject, if any, to teach, right? So they could go home learning something.
Not with
But
Duke
in the end of
Booby.
but it's gonna be a lot of mindset more than anything. It's gonna be a lot
Yeah.
of just vibing with the charts and I want
Answering
people to
questions, teaching.
yeah, answering
Yeah.
teaching. Yeah, we just want people to realize that they could be at peace. They don't have to be staring at the charts all the time. Well, I try to teach one good trade a day makes the day, right?
Yeah.
So I want them to be like, okay, you could spend quality time with someone, take a good trade, and then call it a day.
Werner Wizard, the podcast is crazy good. Thanks, guys. Thank you for viewing. Hope to see you in the future every Tuesday night on a regular basis. Thank you. Roy Moore says we can play the Pump It Up song. Pump it up, pump it up. You got to pump it up, pump it up.
I love it. Didn't he ask for it on your live the other night?
And I
Was
did
it
it.
Roy?
Yeah,
Was it
and I
Roy?
played it. Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, I
Werner
remember.
Wizard says podcast is crazy good. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Absolutely. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, Roy also said he dabbled with the guitar a little bit, learned some chords, and said it's lower roots and lower frequencies on the chord scales. It sounds high pitch on the guitar though. So when we was talking about the guitar right there.
Oh yeah.
Got a new viewer. Is that a new viewer?
No.
Diana the Frog.
That's
Cool,
actually
hi.
my daughter. That's actually my daughter. She's so cute. She's in the
Hey,
other
dear.
room.
Hey,
She's
dear.
so
Glad to
sweet.
have you.
Yeah, her name
I'll
is
behave.
Diana.
Oh, I'm glad to meet. My son's name is Bentley. Your son's name? Awaken.
Her name is Diana.
And your son?
Oh, Pablo.
Pablo.
Yes,
I love it.
Pablo,
love it. Yeah.
Pablo. Like
Hello,
Pablo
Diana.
Escobar.
Hello, Pablo. She says, so nice. Little queen in the chat. Mr. Jansen said, love it. Love the communication. Love to see small, beautiful, enlightened souls. Like, I remember in 2020, you guys, my son coming home and he was like, Dad, people were getting in trouble for asking what time it is. Dad, people were getting in trouble because they're taking their mask off and sent to the principal's office. And it's like, yeah, bro, we about to pull you out of school. Don't worry. I'm about to be chief administrator. And then I finally did it this year. So it took longer than I thought. But like it was just ridiculous. The draconian control, having to walk down the hall with your finger over your mouth, even though you got a mask on. And I thought you said science, follow the science, that kids weren't even susceptible to this, but yet we're treating them more draconian than the parents. Like,
fall in line.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all.
that's crazy.
I'll behave. I don't want to say anything that. Yeah, but it's glad to see kids, today taking back control, because I believe that's where the generation of revolution will start, is with our offsprings. Right now there's no backbone in America, but you keep playing with some of these kids and their future and their livelihoods, and yeah, they're gonna grow up to be kings and queens and take back their control. I can guarantee you that. At least that's what I'm trying. How I'm trying to raise my son. Maybe he doesn't listen to me and ever want to be in the same room and always want to, talk back. And it's all right. We get a gut check. Don't worry. We give him one. But hopefully I'm leading by example, and in the long term he sees that. And if we can all do that as great parents, instead of some of the, let's be honest, slimeball parents and that we see, well, then at least we can do our part. And maybe the
Yeah.
kids will finish it when we're gone.
Just make sure your kids are better than you, and we'll be
Exactly.
all right.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Absolutely.
goal.
Absolutely. I've always teach my daughter just to love the world, and the world will love you back. Just be kind to the world and follow your heart, and things will work out. And she's like,
Diana
okay.
the Frog.
Diana the Frog. She's the cutest.
Love
She's
it.
an
Love it.
artist herself. She does digital art. So,
Nice.
I'm
Have
pushing
you
her.
taught her about Kek? K-E-K?
No. K-E-K, no.
Oh, so the frog, okay.
K-E-K.
The frog in the Bible, there's a story about how the frogs were released to like mock God, basically. Well, in Kek mythology, okay,
Ooh,
this is
I
like
see.
Greek myth or like old or ancient Egypt. Sorry, it's basically let me see if I'm reading this right. Kek is is a concept of a primordial darkness, basically. And in the Bible, it says, the Pharaoh released the frogs to mock God. Well, if you want to tie it into today's culture, you have Pepe the Frog. Donald Trump, followers using Pepe the Frog as like, and the meme magic. When you talk about all sorts of different types of magic. There's word magic, but there's also meme magic. And you can see how meme magic works is because people will scroll right past a very good thread just to read the next funny meme. And that's how these memes is how minds are getting changed today. Somebody makes a meme that is makes a lot of sense. It resonates with somebody because they didn't just sit there and read a 5-minute page story. Am I making any sense? I hope I am.
Yeah, you're making sense. I'm picking up what you're laying down, Captain. You don't mind if I call you Captain, do you, Sergeant?
No, not at all.
Good deal, good deal.
But yeah, study Kek. Just
and you said that was
K-E-K.
KK. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
K-K.
and you can even go on like 4chan and whatnot. I wouldn't recommend going on 4chan, but like you'll notice that people will just like text KEK. And I asked once, I said, what the fuck does KEK mean? Because I didn't know anything about it. And they said, oh, it's like LOL and frog. I was like, oh, okay. So I started using Kek as LOL. Well, come to find out, it's this like it's this
ancient astrological teaching.
Yeah, it's ancient Egypt teaching, basically.
Yeah.
Because yeah, anyway, it's these words that are
I just saw it.
prominent in the past are making their way into today's language. Abraham, for example, Abra. Abra is it the first part? Let me spell it out. Yeah, Abra. So abracadabra.
Yeah.
Abra. If you look at the word Abra, you've got well, I didn't pull it up. Hang on.
Yeah, abracadabra comes from the Latin term abracadabra. Yeah, which means I create when I speak.
Yeah, it actually stems, I believe, back in ancient Egypt times.
Yeah,
Abra.
If I said Latin, I may have meant ancient Egypt. I just remember reading it sometimes, so I may be like, don't quote me on that, but I know it stems back to prehistoric teachings from an prehistoric world, and I love to reiterate things like that in my work. Obviously, origin dating chronologically back to its original state of being.
It's amazing what the meaning behind each word.
Yeah, word magic.
When you break it down.
All right, Mr. Jansen, I know it's 4:20 a.m. in the morning. Take care. Enjoy that time. I know you're probably about to sign off and go to sleep. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Love you, brother.
See you next time.
Yeah. Love you.
Nicole, thank you. Love the stream so far. Awesome. Glad to have you.
Yeah.
6
I
people
think this
watching.
is
That's
going to be
4
great.
likes.
I think.
6 people watching. We need 2 more likes. Like button, share button. All right, but yeah, it's all gonna be great. I'm glad we got it set up and figured out how we can come on here and do it, and start to rock the cryptocurrency world and the whole world in general with mindset, empowering TA teaching, answering questions to the best of our ability and knowledge with our truths, and yeah, I'm glad to see where this is gonna go.
And
That's for
decodes.
sure. Decodes for sure. Everybody needs to understand that
Yeah.
everything in life is numbers. We use
Yeah,
it to facilitate
absolutely.
our every life. We're built up of elements from the periodic table of elements that they taught us in our education indoctrination camps. So it's about connecting the dots. I mean, they taught us that in math. Everything is math, and when you connect the dots, you get a cool picture and you get to color it in. Yay! I mean, come on. They told us we'd use math in our everyday life, and
Yeah,
it's like it's time to
for
start
sure.
applying that.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how much it falls
That's
in
amazing
place.
that you guys been in cryptocurrency so long now.
Yeah, like I've been in and out since, like I said, 2012 and lost everything. 2011, 2012, lost everything, or I didn't lose everything. I just sold for other things because I was honestly like just using you know the the transaction code to facilitate payments from behind the walls of incarceration. So, I held Bitcoin when I was in prison, and I held about 4,400, had some more or less at times. And well, 2011 I used it to make a pretty good financial deal for myself. And then a year later, like I said, I was like, oh man, I'm kicking myself. And I'm watching like crypto millionaires inside gates of prison, and it's like, what the
Yeah.
so like I learned a valuable lesson there. And
Imagine holding the 44,000 and like being in prison for 10 years and then getting out and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm a millionaire. What do
I
I
had
do?
4,400. So
4,400. Okay.
yeah, but
Still, though.
still at when it went to $1.11 on or $111 on April 1st, April Fool's Day of 2013, 2012, one to two, I can't remember. Like, bro, that was roughly 500 plus or minus grand, bro, like a quarter or $500,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I've now gotten back into crypto since I've been out in 2016 and started studying the markets in 2018, 2019, deployed my cash in the crisis of March of 2020, and I've been riding the wave ever since, dollar cost averaging, de-risking in certain places with certain assets. It's like I've really changed my life because I learned the valuable lesson of losing everything, not only crypto wise, but in my life, house, cars, finance, everything more than 3 times, and it's like, it's just developed this mindset and determination of like, well, this is it. Like, I can't do it again. Like, this is the first time I've got a kid in my life. Like, it's no longer about me. So if I lose everything, we lose everything, and I just can't put him in that situation. Like, I haven't failed at anything I've ever done in life when it comes to jobs and working and things like that. Maybe these are all gambles that I'm talking about with crypto and things that I've failed at. But when it comes to hard work, due diligence, work ethic, like, I've never failed, so I can't start now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Just keep on keeping on. Life's a garden. Dig it.
Yeah.
We can all take some lessons from Joe Dirt.
That's so powerful. I got to poo on me.
So you guys being in crypto for so long, and you guys, like you mentioned, you sold some before the pump, and you learned a lot from it. Now, I would imagine you guys are DCing, but like holding for the future, correct? Like for the
Yeah.
long term, like not selling at all.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to brag or nothing, but like, I've got a ledger that I've got my son's funds put away on that. You know, I don't plan to ever touch. And then I've got my trading bag and a few assets in the securest wallets, I believe, on a phone. I have some money on a EliPal for emergency funds for myself. But that ledger, I have 4 Ledger Nanos. I won't tell you which one, just to be safe, just to protect myself. Yeah, and that money is for my family, and the generational wealth, and that's easily got things like 30,000 plus XRP. Just certain different cryptos that are never going to be touched till they access it. So I'll say that.
Yeah. I don't have as
Absolutely.
much as I want, and I don't think I'll ever have as much as I want.
Story of our life.
It's just like I get 20,000 XRP. I'm like, all right, now 25, now 30. But yeah, I don't have mine like spread out on so many different platforms like Abraham. I do have my Ledger. I just bought a different one that I'm going to move off the Ledger. It's just, it seems easier, and it was recommended. I'm just going to give it a try. I'm not going to give a name yet in case I don't like it.
Like you heard some
please let
bad
us know.
speculation about Ledger? Is that what you're saying?
No, I haven't heard anything bad about Ledger.
Okay,
I just
okay.
heard like this one is just more user friendly, and I've set my dad up on a Ledger, and he just like, there's so many steps. I was like, yeah, it's called security.
Yeah.
But like
it's
with
like
the
air
one,
gap, bro. I mean,
yeah, exactly. It's like you are your own bank.
yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, I'm just going to switch that. But I use Bitroo for like leverage trading, like
Yeah, me
ETF
too.
coins. I use Uphold as an onloading ramp, mainly because you can set limit orders and have it pulled directly from your checking account versus having USDT or USDC holding your money.
Right.
You're having it in that. But what sucks about that is if you do a limit order and it triggers, I don't think you can like move your coins for like 60 days or something. Yeah.
That's on which one?
Uphold.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you use your card, you can move it immediately. But they they love to whenever crypto's hot, those fees get expensive.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a $1,000 or $1,100 purchase yesterday, and it was like a $32 fee for fucking XRP. And I was like,
what?
Yeah, for XRP.
Really?
No,
yes.
it's supposed to be fractions of a penny.
Yeah, but Uphold they tax.
Oh, it's Uphold. It's Uphold.
Yeah.
It's the exchange's fee. Yeah. I see what
it's
you're
the
saying.
exchange's fee.
Yeah.
But if I transfer, it's fractions.
I don't want to download Uphold or downgrade Uphold, but I used it and I still have it. I'll just move my funds off of it and have it for emergency purposes, because in case I can't get on another exchange during a time. But it's only because I had a friend who's actually started a YouTube channel and podcast and Spotify and everything. He's actually become went from the student to the teacher. He followed me on Facebook when I first started a couple years ago, and y'all follow him as well. His channel is called The Sandwich of Coherency on Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. But I'll put a link in the comments below in a minute. But everybody give him a shout out. But because again, I mean, he humbled me by saying he was inspired by my works to start his. So but what I was getting at, I don't remember. Dang. I wanted to give my guy a shout out, and he humbled me. But yeah, I forgot what you were saying, Duke Doobie. So my bad.
I forgot what I was saying too. I got distracted by Rose, the coin Rose, ROSE. I brought this up to Jordan right before he had released his Decode with the whole Titanic stuff in it.
Oh yeah. Sell Him May Walk Away was the first one, and then he did his personal YouTube Titanic one.
Right. And so I sent him a DM on Patreon, And it's like, hey, I was just thinking about, the Titanic and the symbolism and the 111th year or anniversary. And I was thinking about the movie characters in the movie Titanic and Rose. Okay. So I was just searching Rose and I saw, oh, there's a cryptocurrency named Rose and it runs off the Oasis network. All right. And then I think there's a couple of other tokens or whatever that they hold called like Sapphire and Emerald maybe. But it just like popped in my head and I was like, oh, how ironic, there's probably a connection. Well, if you look at the chart, you can see that the week of the 111th anniversary of the Titanic sinking, Rose. It rosen? It rised from the ashes? I don't know how to say it. Let me get my chart pulled up.
Do you want to share?
No, because my internet connection's shit.
Okay.
I remember what I was gonna say. We were talking about Uphold, you guys. That's so glad I got that memory like that to be able to jump right back into a conversation sometimes. But a friend of mine that I was telling you to give a follow to, his channel, The Sandwich of Coherency, he had a friend that had lost all her funds on Uphold because I don't really remember the story, but they were like refusing to help her get it back, and like I just saw some like distrust to me in Uphold. It's like you're refusing to help somebody get their funds back, like, and I don't know the whole story and all, so at that time it was like, I don't want to say I was falling for fear, uncertainty, and doubt, because I was listening to a story come from like a true source of someone that I believe to be a creditable resource.
I do know I've had Uphold fuck me over before.
Yeah,
but this was when I was
so
brand spanking new, and I didn't know what the fucking market order was or a limit order was, and I held XLM, and it pumped up like 25%. I was like, oh yeah, this is when I sell, and so I hit sell. And it did a market sell, and it fucking literally took 50% of my profits on that market sell. And they're like, "Oh yeah," I messaged them like, "Yeah, you did a market sell." Basically, it's like it just it cleared the order book, and I was like, "What fucking order book are you using?"
Yeah, and you still can't withdraw your funds off of Uphold, right? Like you have to sell there and buy there, right?
No, you can withdraw.
Oh, see, back when I first was using it, you couldn't. Like, there was no way.
So
at least for me, there was never no withdrawal. Like,
so it's different. It does not have like a withdrawal button. You have to on the transaction. Okay, so you select your coin that you want to move. All right, and then you go down to the to, or where do you want to send it to, and you type in. You type. All right, so I want to transfer.
I do remember seeing that too.
Mm-hmm. And you have to hit XRP Crypto Network, XRP Ledger Network. You click XRP Ledger Network, and then you tell it how much you want to send. Then it'll ask you what address and what memo and all that stuff. So it's a little confusing. It doesn't have.
This was 2 years ago when I was using it. I haven't used it since. I
literally spent 45 minutes trying to figure out how. I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
I remember watching tutorials on how to do it, and people couldn't figure it out. Like, they were making tutorials on how to do it, and they couldn't do it. And I'm like, well, why'd you make the tutorial, bro?
Why'd you publish this shit?
You should have never went live.
Oh, you're so funny. Uphold's been good to me, but other than that, like I've had to withdraw money or sell, and then it's like, or I want to purchase something, and they make you wait. So that's kind of frustrating, but it's okay. But other than that, it's good. It's been good, Uphold.
Back to Rose real quick. Got the chart pulled up on the weekly. If you want to share yours, have at it. But on the weekly, you can see that the weekly candle on the week of the 111th anniversary of Titanic sinking, that candle broke the trend line and closed above the trend line. And so it's looking like we might see a nice push up above and maybe get some price discovery.
You're sharing your chart.
I'm not.
You want to?
No, you could share, Abraham. Let's now you try.
Yeah, I'll try.
You pull
I
it
gotta
up.
go to StreamYard and do that first.
Yeah. So
Okay,
yeah, go
I just want to make
StreamYard.
sure share screen. Yep. Windows.
Now give you permission.
Chart. Please do.
There it is.
All right, there we
It
go.
should
And
populate.
what were we looking at? I was talking
Rows.
about this in my video today. This is a possible descending parallel channel or descending wedge, whatever, with a 6 to 8% chance of a breakout. Who knows? We're starting to see that. But anyway,
It busted
I'll
a
be happy.
butt. Looks like a butt.
Yeah,
No, it's down
XRP, same thing. We were down here at the 236 earlier in my video, and now we blasted up to the golden pocket and have seen this twin towers pattern, two large wick theories to pay attention to, setting low or high. But again, this is a kind of like a 2-hour time frame bullish pennant. I guess you could say whatever, symmetrical triangle. I just throw two trend lines up, pay attention to it. I'm not a pattern drawer. I'm more basing it off of fibs and certain things like that. But what's the cryptocurrency? ROSE, ROSE?
Yeah, ROSC. No, I was just
Is it a
noticing.
good project for the future?
I don't look into fundamentals because
You just look for trading opportunities, things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now what chart are you viewing? And Binance. I see a lot of Binance.
I
charts.
did Coinbase.
Coinbase.
You do Rose
United
USD.
States dollar.
Yeah.
Rose USD, Oasis Network, United States dollar.
That's it.
All right, just want to make sure I was viewing the same chart as you.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so we're way above. We got a bullish flip right now on the 322 above the 223. Okay, I'm sorry. The 223 is the yellow above the 322 exponential moving average. I tend to see price action bounce above this and enter euphoria and de-risking ranges before we get accumulation below, on, and things like that, going back in every chart I've ever seen. But obviously these supply zone or demand zones have really showed effect here in this coin on the 2-hour time frame, all the way up into this demand zone. I'm sorry, supply zone of resistance. So what's this measured move from the low? I don't know if that's the low. I don't know how much data is on this chart.
Hit
Daily.
the daily or the weekly. There's not much data.
Oh. But is there more than a year? That's all that matters. Like if there's more than a year, 6 months plus, I mean,
it's coming up to a year.
Oh,
but
well,
not
yeah.
really.
I mean, there's a little bit to look at. I guess
Yeah.
if we, I don't
So
know
what
where
are
I
The
you-
way I
my-
do mine,
yeah.
like my TA on a macro trend, like the macro trend works perfect in these
Wow.
early charts. If you just draw, like if you throw up the weekly, you can kind of see where the trend line has been broken on the upside with that weekly candle there.
right here, April 10th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
we were
yeah.
up 28%. Yeah,
Yeah, it broke
What's this
the
at?
weekly
What's this at,
candle,
7
closed
cents?
above it. Yeah.
It's
So
a
we
low.
could be getting into some price discovery if it pumps. Let me get back to online. If it breaks about 11
0.086.
cents, 11 cents or so, 11.6, we'll probably be getting into price discovery.
Where do you think that'd be? The 1618, 36 cents.
Are you doing a fib from the bottom to the top?
Let me pull this.
I did a fib from the initiation date that it came out, and I just went from top to low, and we've just got rejection from the 382, fell all the way down to the bottom of the 236, rejection, But if we break out to the 382, that's showing me automatic rally. How high we go, I don't know. But again, like he's saying, this is a new project that's never entered price discovery. So how high that goes, I don't know. 1618 up 365%, roughly a year after its initiation date. That's what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking at.
A double
At 30
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, a double top would be, but if 25 cents.
Yeah.
That's on my
absolutely.
fit pull at the 618. And then
Yeah.
that's just conservative. If I want to go from all-time low to all-time high, we're looking at 39 cents to and almost 40 cents, really, and almost 79 cents.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so
We're
79
talking
cents.
big fucking gains.
That, yeah, 79 cents to 80 would be right there around the 4236, 3618. We don't typically make it all the way up. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Solana, Terra Luna, those blasted into the higher ranges, you know.
Hey,
But
could I see you pull the fib again? Sorry, I missed how you pull your fib.
yeah, I'll
Just
go to the
read-
daily so it's clearer. But I'll erase it.
Yeah,
And
I know
just
how
pull it
Duke
again.
does it. I just want to see how you.
I just pulled mine from the date we opened, and
What?
just came all the way down to the bottom. And
Okay.
it's just showing me just multiple confluence of battling lows, getting a rally, 382 rejection, back below the 236, and now this is the first time on the daily where we get the first iteration of one of our moving averages. Actually, both of them now, but just not a lot of data. So again, once this yellow flips this blue, I mean, that's a bullish pioneer cross. The 322 above the 223, tying us into, we all know our favorite pal, Skull and Bones, or the 13th Lucas number in math. The 2023 year we're in. So we got April being the second true month, and the 23rd coming up, 223. So either way, but yeah, this is a W pattern breakout. It looks like, possibly. And now we could come back and retest this neckline. If we do, we could just take a measured move, say conservatively from right here to not quite the low. I don't know, and we'd put it at the neckline if we come back and back test because of a rejection from the 236. So say we come back and back test this neckline. I mean, we're looking at, like you said, 10 cents, getting close to 382. If we get above that and close a higher high, then a confirmed automatic rally, price discovery, possibly, like he's saying, at least to maybe this golden pocket, you know, temporary, already not much data, but a few days of rejection. So yeah.
We could.
How did you find it, Duke? How did you find like those?
My
nuggets?
fucking mind. I was thinking about symbolism with the Titanic in the movie, and I was thinking, who are the characters? Rose, Jack, and I was like Rose, so I typed in Rose, and it's one of those guided things that I was telling you about.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I typed in Rose. I saw it. I brought it up to Jordan. And I just forgot about it until yesterday. I was like, oh shit, Rose pushed up. And so yeah, I went ahead and bought some.
I can see a 57-cent Rose.
Yeah.
2618 Rose equals 57. Super Bowl 57. Yeah. Like,
I'm looking right now. There was a hard rejection at 11 cents. And if we get rejected off of that, we could see a retrace back down to like 3, 4, 5 cents. So that would be a good reaccumulation period before it rockets. So if there's some news that makes the crypto market dump, like we're all expecting at some point this year, or whatever your thesis is, then yeah, that'll go right with it, and then it should hit the price discovery then.
Yeah, most definitely. Because I mean, this could not be the final low. You know, we're obviously still in a downtrend over time, just setting lower highs. This is a lower low. We're in an uptrend right now, but still getting rejected from the 236. I mean, this is red hot. That's why it's the color red, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, we can pump up, like you're saying, get rejected from that 11 cent range, the 382, and set a lower low. The
We
final low,
definitely need a double
accumulate,
dip.
and
Mhm.
boom.
Yeah, we definitely need another double dip or
Yeah,
a double dip down to
double
this
bottom. Yeah,
double
double
bottom.
bottom. Yeah.
before
Get that
we move up.
divergence.
Yeah. If it
Yeah,
shoots
oh,
up
yeah.
into price discovery before it double dips, it's going to sink hard eventually
Yeah.
to get to grab that again, which means there will be another parabolic move to the upside eventually.
Right. Eventually, yeah. I mean, it's a new coin, a speculative asset class. We don't know nothing about it. I don't
Yeah.
care nothing about it. I'm just looking for
Right.
potential, like you said, breakout money opportunities to gamble, put a small 1% of my portfolio in, and maybe 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3x leverage trade, no more than that, of course. And you know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see.
Right.
$190 today bought me
we're overbought on the RSI.
2,400 rows.
Wow. You said
Yeah,
how much? How much
24.
money? How much
About
money?
100.
You
Well, after the fees, so it was like $190, but I spent 200.
Yeah.
But after the fees and all that stuff, it was like 190.
Yeah,
whatever
if it
it's
goes to
set up.
50 cents, I mean that's
Are you
Yeah.
spot
$1,200
buying?
bucks.
Say again.
Are you spot buying it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm spot buying that. Right now, the leverage I have is I'm leveraged 3-time leveraged long in XRP and Dogecoin. I like to use the ETFs coins because my job doesn't allow me to check my phone a lot. And sometimes I'm not the best at setting stops. I hate setting stops because I know the market maker see those stops. And yeah,
He knows where you put your stuff.
yeah, they are like, oh, we're gonna take Duke Doobie out before we move up real quick. It always fucking happens. So yeah, I will. Even if the price drops 20%, which it'll really fuck my portfolio up if that happens. But
You know-
even if it drops 20%, I can. I don't get liquidated. You know.
Right. Yeah, I
Right.
think
So,
that's
yeah.
a great idea. I'm gonna bring that to my portfolio, to be honest, what you're doing. I've been I spot hold a lot, but like for long term, but I haven't spot hold for like just pumps, like price discovery, like you do, like buy and then sell within, what would you consider like your time frame?
I would probably 1 quarter, 3 monthly candles.
Okay, so like
That-
a month,
that's-
a 3 month
Yeah,
hold.
I do big swings. But like Dogecoin right now, I'm expecting it to pump up. So
Right.
I've got to leverage long, and then if it doesn't pump up, I'm going to sell it, and I'll use that money for something else. But yeah,
Right.
I have a lot of my spot coins are held on my ledger. I do have spot coins in my uphold that are ready to be sent to some other exchange to sell, or I can sell a limit order here if I want to on uphold.
And is
but-
that the exchange you use to buy them?
Yeah,
Like-
that's my unloading ramp. I use Coinbase as my offloading ramp.
So you send it to Coinbase
Yeah.
and then your bank.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just say I'm on uphold right now, and I sell a coin for profit. I'll take my profits. I'll buy XLM or XRP, or I'll trade. I'll swap. What I'll do is I'll swap, and then I will transfer that over to Coinbase and then cash out, or Bitrue,
Right.
or wherever my bank account is linked up. I don't like to offload on the same place I'm putting money onto, if that makes sense, for esoteric reasons.
Interesting. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It
I've
keeps
been doing
people guessing,
Coinbase,
be like,
but,
"Oh, he's putting
yeah.
money in, but where's it going?"
You're like, surprise to my business, to our
Yeah.
business.
To all of these OnlyFans accounts.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Strippers and cocaine.
has there been any
Right.
lag in my charts when I've been sharing?
There is a little bit whenever you switch
little bit.
browsers, it lags when you come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering. But yeah, I had Dogecoin pulled up because you was talking about it. But yeah.
Waken, did you get the reference to my Revelations 11:3 in my profile picture? Remember earlier when we were talking about it?
Yeah, I
You
did
started
Google
reading
it and stuff. Yeah, I started reading.
I'll read
I
it real
really,
quick.
Yes, thank you.
So if anyone's wondering why my Awaken was, why my avatar is of South Park character dressed in a robe and loincloth. Well, in the Bible, there's a verse that I resonate with a lot. And it's Revelations 11:3, and it says, "And I will appoint my 2 witnesses, and they will prophesy for 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth." And so that's where the avatar comes from, because he's literally just a dude sitting around in his underwear, just like me, is sit around in my sackcloth, like typing my gnosis out to everybody. So it's just like, that's what it's for.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Thank you.
Do you guys decode, like personal decodes?
Oh, like on myself?
Like, have you decoded something? Yeah, I mean, I guess yourself, but do you guys decode other people?
I don't
Like-
decode other people. I have decoded myself, but I don't like sharing it with other people because they get freaked out.
I won't get freaked out. Go.
I might lose some listeners.
It's okay. It's our first test. We only got 5.
So I don't want to like reveal myself on my name.
Right. Yeah.
But basically, I am the reincarnated spirit of Osiris, or God, basically.
Wow.
That's from the reading I got, and
Mhm.
yeah, it freaks people out whenever I say it. But if you do like I've done like history on my or the family tree, I went back on my family tree, and I found that one of my direct descendants could have stopped the reign of the Queen Elizabeth I, but he didn't. And I'll tell you my last name. My last name is Wyatt, Wyatt. And if you go on, if you go and look at Sir Thomas Wyatt the Younger, that's the guy who led the Wyatt Rebellion, which was basically they were trying to overtake the Queen. It's like pre-gunpowder plot shit. Yeah, and it's crazy, but yeah, like my family has been connected with the royals and whatnot from back long time ago, and it's just something that's like I've recently discovered that I'm still trying to wrap my brain around and decode this. But yeah, I've had readings done, and multiple times they've told me that I'm by far the most interesting reading that they've ever done, and they want more info.
More info.
Yes.
They want more of your prana, your energy.
They're like, okay, what's really going on here with Duke?
Sucking vampires.
Exactly.
They're like, okay, what did we get ourselves into? Who really?
I know, and
you?
that's why, like I want to warn people, like when it comes to decoding themselves, like be very fucking careful, because whenever I first started to do it, like I was coming up with like connections with Jesus Christ and stuff like that, and I'm like, and it really fucking sent me down like the rabbit hole. Like, am I fucking Christ reincarnated and all that? But no, I'm not. I'm not Christ reincarnated or anything. I'm just a teacher. I'm a protector. I want to share my reading with both of you off air. But
okay, let's do that sometime unrecorded. I'd love
Yeah,
to.
for sure.
I'd love to hear that, brother.
Yeah,
Awesome.
for sure.
I'm
think
excited.
It would be amazing.
I shared it with my mother, and she's just like in tears. It's like, I knew you were special.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. That's cute.
Yeah. But I'm working on mine. I don't mind to share mine. If y'all
Yeah,
see the
go for
screen
it.
still, disregard some of this down here unless I make reference to it. Just I guess as I see things. But I guess right off the bat, my name's John. You know, everybody knows this. John Michael Shook, SCHUCH. Like I shook your hand. It's German. But this 18, like you were saying, you were reincarnated in Christ. Well, I believe this 18 number to be a very special number, like they talk about in Judaism, meaning living, meaning alive, meaning life, meaning the Christ body. Jake, Natiri, Neo, Trinity from the Matrix and the Avatar movies. You know, we are the Christ body down here on earth, a celestial light being in a human body living out a human experience. You know, again, Genesis 1:26-27 says we were made in the image of the Elohim. In Hebrew, that means gods in plural, meaning more than one, just like the Roman, Greek, Mesopotamian, Sumerian, ancient mythologies that talked about multiple, more than one gods and goddesses. So I believe that we are sons and daughters of the Nephilim, that Elohim, whatever you want to consider. We are simply made in the image of the creators, making us co-creators. The one being the body that we are in. We have one body, one soul. And it's not that we have a soul, it's the fact that we are soul, in my opinion. And the 8 being the infinity symbol, or the Apep, the dragon eating its tail, life, death, rebirth. So it's the infinite connection to the Christ body, the creator body, is how I view it. So my name simply given me 18, and so does Christ right down here. This is the 18th day of the year. Tax deadline, tax giving us 18, and it's mostly on the 18th day of the year. So just crazy, right? But
Just like today, it's the 18th.
yeah, that's what I was saying. 18.
1/8.
And it's not only the 18th, it's the 108th day of the year. When we look at it today, 418. 108 is the, I'll find it real quick.
Sorry.
Oh Lord, help. But it's in this tab. I'll just have to look it up because
Sorry.
I can't pull up another browser, or you wouldn't be able to see it. But 108 meaning, and you're going to see that it's very spiritual. It means spiritual completion, and the number 108 has always been highly revealed and considered to be the number of thousands of years for spiritual completion. Some cultures have 108 steps leading to their temples and things like that. You just have to go and do your due diligence on this. But when you drop the 0 in the rules of numerology, you get 18. So today is highly tied to this 18 number. Even adds up to 18 when you add 4 plus 1 plus 8 plus 2 plus 3. So
There we go.
pretty unique.
Yeah. Four is a heavy, like a big number. Like I
Correct.
went over it in my decodes before. So
Yeah,
418.
Yeah, I've been there with you when you did that. This 61 in my name is the 18th prime number. So again, I'm highly tied to this 18, this Christ body. I believe we all are, like you're saying, again, made in the image of the Elohim. These truths and parables written in allegory in the scriptures, the greatest stories ever told, that ultimately come back to the metaphysical side of the Homo sapien, the Vitruvian man. And I don't mean man being sexist. Y'all know that, because it's about the womb man too, the strongest man, where man comes from, where life comes from, the womb, which is the matrix, the French word meaning matrice. So, but anyways, just continuing to decode myself, my full name, giving me 79, just like Daily Candle Close News. And I didn't decode myself and Daily Candle Close News to get this. I found this after I decided to make the Daily Candle Close News, which ties us into the golden element. And when we look on the periodic table of elements, and find the 79th element, AU there, hey, you there, is how I view that. It gives us that 79, the sun. We are the sun. Okay, we are the little sun that charges the big sun. That's why our battery or our body has an anode and a cathode. Okay, we are a connection to the higher source, the light bringer. Jesus and Lucifer in the Bible were both known as the light bringer. Okay, so we are the little devil, little Jesus down here. It's our decision. So again, in The Outsiders, a book that most of us have read in our indoctrination camps, there was truth hidden in it when they said, "Stay golden, pony boy," because again, we are made up in the image of the Elohim. Elohim, we are made up of elements. We have calcium in our bones, nitrogen in our brain, etc. We are stardust, literally made up of all of these elements, except for the ones that were man-made. But anyway. But going back to decoding myself, like I said, just getting matching numerology to that and what I'm doing now, presenting this 110 in the year of the Chinese zodiac of the rabbit. Not surprising. This 47 in the rabbit year, you get in my name, 47, which again is just tying me into being the one, which is an anagram for Neo 47. That 17 you get in one. I'm a man 17, made in the image of God 17. So, pretty unique. And I call my pioneers on the Daily Candle Close News pioneers 47, tying us in here. The 3 6s in 47, the 36, that's the 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons that make up the Homo sapien human body, every atom and every cell of your body, your genetic makeup. And it goes even deeper. I don't just decode myself. I decoded my twin brother's daughter's birth, and she was born at 1140. And, deoxyribonucleic acid gives you 114. Everyone has a DNA. And, I decode my.
Decode me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I,
That'd be
right
so
now,
cool.
right now, or sometime.
Yeah, why not?
I would
don't
need
care.
to. I would need to.
Oh, my birthday? I could give you my birthday, not the year. I don't want to give out the whole thing.
Yeah, somebody's gonna steal your credit.
Yeah. Awakened Soul Crypto 87 being a prime number. No.
Awakened Soul. Just
Awakened
wouldn't
Soul.
it be
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
I don't want to do crypto, do I? Awakened
I'm
Soul.
Awakened Soul.
Awakened Soul. 58. Right
Just
there.
Awakened Soul.
That's a powerful. All right. Awakened Soul. 39 is the 12th prime. No prime numbers that I see. All right. 122. Huh. It's 11:04 p.m. That 114 I was just talking about. Sorry. But I see this 58 right here.
Inverted 63 on Chaldean.
What about my real name, Maria?
I'm gonna get to that. Oh man.
You can put my real name. Oh, sorry.
Tetragrammaton.
I don't know how you guys decode sorry.
So Awakened Soul. I know I got crypto down here, but Awakened Soul gave you 58. Tetragrammaton, which is a Hebrew name for God, Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh, the creator, destroyer, the demiurge, either way, okay? But 58 matches you to Tetragrammaton, which is the puppet master. Okay, so again, tying you into God.
My name ties to Tetragrammaton too.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great, because again, I believe we're all tying to the puppet master. That 170, drop the 0, you get to 17, you're man, even though you're woman. 17, man 17, God 17, puppet master 17, or 58. So tying you into Awakened Soul 58. I'm going to go ahead and type that out. Awakened Soul 58. Boom. But yeah, all right. So this 14, when you drop the 0 in Awakened Soul, it ties you into God 14. Okay. Again, time 14, which we know is a man-made construct. That same 47 you get in God in my name. Okay, so we're both tied together with the 47 in this decode with God right here. But how do you spell your name? Maria?
Yeah. You want my full name, like even middle name? I could give you that, or my last name, like my real last.
39, Maria. I saw 39 down here earlier. Maybe it was when I typed out Awakened Soul Crypto.
Oh,
No.
Maria.
But
She
anyway,
reminds me of What's the Story.
Maria, that 42, that 93, Maria is tying you. Did Maria go down there? Yeah, that's tying you right back into Father Time. We know this. Saturn, God, the God of 1,000 names, the first sun. Okay, Chronos, Saturn, Odin. Okay, the timekeeper, 93, 42. Okay, so that's pretty important right there. I didn't put Saturn down there, so I want to make that connection. Boom. So again, you're just
Oh.
always tied to the creator.
Awaken, did you have when you were around 28 years old, did you have like a big like shift in your life? Like a big like not a
Yes, I did.
not a forced change, but like I gotta change my shit. And you did. You
Yeah.
said you did have it. So did I,
Saturn's
and that
return.
I did too. We were both born in '87, remember? And I had the same thing, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
because in my reading, I found that was because of Saturn, because we are tied to Saturn, and I'm sure he could probably find some way to tie you to Saturn, but
Yeah,
yeah.
just right there, that 93, that 39, the mirror of Saturn, it's 93 in her name, her first name. That 9 you get in sun. Again, I was tying myself to the sun. 9 you get in sun. We are all the little sun charging the big sun. But Maria, did you mind sharing the rest of your name?
No, of course. Like my birth name. I should
Yes,
get my
ma'am.
birth name. Okay.
I mean, because it's what you were given. You know, it's your script.
Yeah.
Maria Soul
My
Crypto.
no, my middle name's Irene. Irene.
93.
Maria Irene.
Again, 93 again, 69 Saturn again. So Maria Irene. You know, you don't have to share your last name if you don't want to, and you know, we can just leave it at that. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I could. Irene. So you have to write it down. It's a long last name.
Okay.
It's a straight from Mexico last name.
Nice.
So it's a P-A-N-G. No, sorry. P-A-N-I-A-G-U-A. So
Can you pronounce that for me?
Paniagua.
What's the last
Paniagua?
3 on the back of your card?
Last 3 on the back of my card. What do you mean?
I'm just fucking with you.
My green card?
No, your credit card, silly. Your credit card. Oh my gosh.
I was like, what do you mean?
Jesus H. I'm not racist. Don't listen to her.
Yeah, that's
Give
so
me
crazy.
banned.
Your full name gives you 163, which is the 38th prime number. Tax deadline today gives you 38.
Yeah, that's my full name.
But yeah, that's a
real
lovely
name.
name. Yes.
It's a hot mess.
Yeah. 323 is not a prime. I'm not seeing any off the back in 91. Yeah, 13th
I know, I'm
triangle.
so bad.
Yeah, the 6
So
square.
Hey,
The 6 square pyramid, just this 6 number, man, woman, was created on the 6th day by God, Tetragrammaton, Saturn being the 6th planet from the sun. Just some pretty cool connections there.
so
That's
you were talking
awesome.
about Father Time and all that stuff in the private chat within StreamYard. I posted a quote from my reading. I'll share it in YouTube chat as well
Nice,
for everybody else.
nice. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Abe.
Yeah, but
I won't send.
we're all
I
tied
won't
to Alice. To be honest, we're all Alice in Wonderland. The 21, you get in Alice, you get in Saturn, obviously. You know, a connection there. We were all tying to Saturn, Father Time, Tetragrammaton, God, either or. It's all the same, you know, nomenclature and character at the end of the day. You know, but anyway, Alice in Wonderland. That's really what a lot of us are. Wonder, that's where we are. Tying us in here, that 110 this year to rabbit year, that 47 we were getting, or this 42 in some of our decode, tying us to Saturn 42, your name 42. I didn't have a 42. Yeah. But yeah, just still tying us into Saturn being Alice in Wonderland down here, in this prison planet. Yeah, I knew I'd spell prison wrong, even though I've been there for 8 years. But yeah, no connections there. 52 weeks in a year, Earth 52. But yeah, that's where we live, Wonderland, Earth. Yeah, you guys, that's just a short decode on myself that I didn't mind sharing, just
Love it.
free-handed off the bat.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm loving this XRP pump that I want to see go to 86 cents and hit my
It's going. It's coming.
hit my
I'm
3x leverage
leveraged.
trade. I've got just $80 I'm trying to turn into 889, I believe. I'd have to relook at it. If the math is correct, I can turn $80 into 889. So, I ain't gonna complain there. I've got a stop
Awaken.
loss set. So
Yes.
Where do you get 30 times leverage at?
30
What
times
do you
leverage.
use? What are you using to trade?
I'm gonna go check on my
Bybit.
son. I'll be right back, you guys.
All right, cool.
Bybit. Yeah. I got a
Bybit, okay.
I got a VPN, and then you could and then you don't have to submit your information. That's the best thing. You don't need an ID. You don't need anything. You could put any name. You could put any name. Like, they don't need to know it's you.
Okay, cool. Because
Yeah, it's really
all
awesome.
I can just do is most I can do on Bitroot is 5 times, and that's on futures.
Dude, I do 69x sometimes. It's wild.
Oh wait, never mind. I can do 50. It was just set at 5. I can do 50 times.
Oh. Which one do you use?
Position. Bitroot. I like Bitroot because it uses XRP. You can swap shit into XRP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It uses it as a pair. Yeah.
Yeah, Bitrue's my favorite.
Send
My
me
number
or post your affiliate link in my thing, and I'll look into it.
Fuck yeah, Will.
Because I don't know. I like Bybit, but I'm just getting over it. Not over it.
I understand.
You just want to try something new. I hear you.
Yeah.
It's 2023. We've got Tinder. We've got Bumble. We've got all sorts of shit.
Oh,
You
You
know
just
what I
want to
mean?
try something else. You're
Hell
trying
yeah.
the same old. I get it.
Yes. I'm a free spirit
You got a lot
girl.
of love. You got a lot of love to give. That's what you got.
Yes, I do.
On
You know
fire,
I do.
you guys.
All right. I just
Zilliqa,
I'm
is she
sharing
pumping?
Yeah, Zilliqa's up into our resistance ranges that we need to pay attention to. If we get a lower high here or a double top, we could come back down. But we've got a bullish cross on the 322 and the 223. Yeah, breaking our swing highs. We got these swing highs to break. But yeah, we could easily see let's go to the daily time frame. We'll get a better view. But yeah, we could easily see anywhere from 4 to 5 cent Zilliqa in the near distant future. I've already got limit orders to set to sell at some pretty higher ranges than that. I think going all the way as high as 21 cents. I don't think we make it that high, but just in case, we've seen it just, before. So, but yeah, it's a coin I'm paying attention to hit at least maybe as high as 10 cents.
I hear Jordan speaking a lot of Zilliqa. Is it due to fundamentals or just based on
a lot of it?
Okay,
Yeah.
it is fundamentals. Okay.
Yeah. It's been
Have you ever known-
I know he's been able to make money in it, so he believes in the project.
Jordan never speaks on fundamentals.
He doesn't.
Or not really fundamental. I'm sorry. Never like on the the projects. Like he doesn't.
Right.
He never
Not those
comment.
fundamentals.
Yeah.
Technical
yeah.
analysis fundamentals is what I thought you were referring to.
No,
That's
I'm
why I
sorry.
said yes.
He like, yeah, no. He loves TA, but he does not talk about like why this coin's better, what this coin does versus this coin. That's a waste of time. Why? Because what is going to be allowed in the future has already been chosen.
Yeah. And now I think
Long
he's
fucking
done
time
his
ago.
research, and I think that's why he likes Zilliqa and Theta and VeChain and some of these other cryptos, because I think he's firm in some of the beliefs like me that these certain cryptos are here to stay. A lot of these same cryptos he talks about, I've been invested in since March of 2020, since late 2019. Chainlink and Cardano and certain things. Now Cardano is one I'm trying to honestly get out of, to be honest. Like I just don't know about it anymore. And I'm tired of dealing with it. And I'm trying to get my bag smaller, to be honest. But yeah, just diversify into my more better, bigger bags. But yeah, so I think he knows about the fundamentals in a lot of them, but again, doesn't mean nothing. Anybody can create it and write something amazing looking. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm getting at is I just think he knows about them, like Duke Doobie said. He knows which ones are here to stay, but he only focuses on making his money now. Technical analysis, mindset, the life, like he teaches, your emotions. I just view these articles and stuff that people keep sending me in Messenger and on my Facebook all the time, and it's like, yeah, you're lost in the sauce, bro. You're going to be the same one that's thinking it's going to continue to go up when everybody's buying in because the news is talking about crypto and your grandmother, your barber, and I'm going to be your exit liquidity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to buy my exit. And I'm totally okay with that because you're going to learn a valuable lesson or you're just going to keep getting, well, wrecked.
Yeah, that's hey me. Yeah, me getting wrecked led me to like, no, I'm not doing this no more. Let me learn TA.
I can't
Let me
tell
do this
you.
right. And
Can't tell you how many times I've been telling people all like, November, December, January, buy, and they're all saying the same thing. No, it's crypto's done. It's on its way down, and I'm just like, no, it's accumulating. Or this is accumulation zone. This is time you need to like start stacking up. Whenever crypto gets boring is when you need to be getting excited. And then sure as shit, they're starting to FOMO in a little bit now that it's pumping up. But my stepbrother, he still won't buy in. He actually messaged me back in March and was like, "Hey man, I think the banks are going to crash." And
was it before that? Was it before that happened or after?
It was what was? Oh, it was after. It was whenever they were going to. They turned on the printers. They turned on the money printers. They already had, I think, Signature Bank and Silicon Valley Bank had already crashed.
Yeah.
And they turned on the money printers, and I told them right then. I said, no, it's not. They just turned on the money printers, and whenever they do that, the first thing that goes up is the stock market and crypto.
Right.
And sure as shit, it pumped up, and he sent me a message about a week and a half ago, and he's like, "Oh my god, that was good shit." I was like, "Yeah, start buying."
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, it's like I told you, you buy at this time. You buy when it's boring.
Yeah, when it's bloody. Be fearful when others are greedy when others are fearful.
Everyone's trying to buy in right now. That's why I feel like the reversal. I mean, it like we've discussed, if I go to 33 or one not, I just feel like now FOMO's kicking in. When my sisters call me and they're like, "Hey, so what do you think about crypto?" It's like, okay, it's time to sell, right?
Yeah.
It's like
that's
TikToks.
I don't want to.
They get the TikToks that to buy in, so it's like, okay, let me sell my coins.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything bad, but like when those people you've told repetitively about crypto and they're like, "No, yeah, whatever, it's a scam," and it's like, okay, whatever, cool. But the ones that you've done that to and they keep coming back to you, I consider that to be, and no disrespect, but the idiot indicator. Like when they come to me and ask questions, I'm getting on exchanges and setting limit orders, setting market orders, de-risking, because like if we're in a euphoric rally, it's usually the top. And I learned that with a valuable lesson with Sheeb, because people kept screaming it was going to $1 or a penny or something like that, and
The
people kept asking,
Dogecoin killer.
yeah, people kept asking me about it, and I was like, okay, I'm getting out of it,
Remember?
and I sold, and luckily it broke the 1618 and just kept trending downwards, falling knife, and I was like, I'm so glad I made that, you know, I turned like
That's
$100 into like $800 on Sheeb in a matter of months.
Wow.
I turned
You know.
800 into 500.
Yeah,
on
so-
Shib.
That's a
So
SHIB. Wow, I've never
Yeah.
traded SHIB.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I
crazy.
think Shib's just like Doge. I think.
Mhm.
I think
Doge
it's, I
is
think
mine.
it's gonna have its
yeah,
it'll have its place in the market. But yeah, we
Oh,
haven't even
goodness.
hit price discovery on Shib at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And
wild.
it tanked hard. It will be a fucking massive rally when it happens.
yeah,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
So
there's
yeah,
I-
get your billion coins.
At
Yeah, this
least,
is-
right?
Yeah,
Because
shit.
SHIB,
If it just goes to
I feel
50 cents.
right, and that's what I think. I think SHIB is gonna be one of those coins that like the regular Joe Blow buys, or like that we're gonna be able to buy things in Walmart with.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
yeah.
Like I feel like SHIB is gonna be that coin because
it's your cash.
I don't know. Yeah,
It'll
Yeah.
be your cash.
and
Yeah,
Doge is
your
gonna be a little bit
XRP
more
will-
fancy.
Like you won't be selling your XRP. You're going to be lending it out. So these
Oh,
bank,
okay.
how I perceive the market, like what's going to happen if XRP becomes like the coin to rule them all or whatever. They're using the network, and these banks will create these CBDCs on the Ledger network. All right, or the XRP Ledger network. So if they're creating that on the network, then it has to be backed. Whatever their coin they're creating has to be backed by XRP. And so then you don't sell them your XRP, you lend them your XRP, just like the Federal Reserve lends us this paper money, and then they charge interest on it. And that's
Oh,
how
wow.
you're going to make your money. And so you're going to lend your XRP to these banks. They'll pair it with the currency and start trading that CBDC. And then you're just gaining interest off these coins you've lent out. That's how I see it. That's my envision.
Right. No, makes sense. But what do you think about Nexo Wallet? Nexo Wallet is not allowing me to sell or to buy
Never heard
any
of it.
XRP. Oh,
Nexo,
that's not good.
yeah, I would stay away from Nexo.
Never.
What?
heard of it.
Now I used to love it. Don't get me wrong. I used it for almost 2 years. Staking XLM, Stellar, Polkadot, Chainlink, like gaining passive income daily. But there was a problem. Like all of a sudden they stopped allowing interest for US residents and things like that. And then all of a sudden I had multiple thousands and thousands of cryptos, XRP and other cryptos on there, and like it was a hassle to get my funds back from them. So like I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to downgrade them, but there was something they had going on here for quite some time that just really scared me. And I just, like I said, I now keep my funds in the Ledger or on a LEPOW or something like that, where, I don't care if they're FDIC backed or whatever. That was cool at the time when I was gaining passive income and getting dropped hundreds of XRP and things like that on the regular. But yeah, after I saw Celsius, Three Arrows Capital, Sam Bankman-Fried, French fried guy, pancake, whatever, Terra Luna, it's like, yeah, I'm done trusting this narrative of gaining passive income on my crypto unless I'm getting it airdrop through like VeChain for holding it, like getting VeThor or things like that, real staking protocol cryptos, because I can do that on my Ledger and get those airdrops. And yeah, so I don't know. After all I've seen, and I've personally been through, it's like, yeah, I just gotta stay safe.
Absolutely. I think this will run the next one to come in the future. I mean, it's gonna just we learn, right? We learn from our
Bases.
mistakes. It's
Right.
yeah. I think it's the I always say it's the price everyone has to pay to enter this market. The losses, the pain, the sleepless nights, the education that
Yeah.
comes with entering this world. You know, it's all gonna pay off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
The
gonna
whole
be
lot of
fun.
grinding. Yep. Sleepless nights.
Definitely.
Yeah. The days that felt like it would have took forever to get here. But now it's perfect timing that we're here, you know. So it's
I
perfect,
know. And I met you guys and I'm so happy.
you
Yeah.
know.
So happy.
Same.
You guys are so smart. You guys are so smart. I feel make
Oh,
You
you
are
guys are so
too.
smart.
And your work is
yeah.
beautiful. Your
It is.
your work is beautiful. Like even when
We're
you don't
all
even
smart.
speak, you know, and just play music and draw trend lines and just, you know, it's like it's just inspirational and you know, it changes my
I
day
just
sometimes. I'll tell you that.
bringing a different vibe to the charts with all your
Right.
testosterone guys. You know, gotta
Yeah.
bring
Yeah.
some peace
It's a
and
it's a
love.
females world too in this tribalistic chaos world of cryptocurrency sausage fest with war and XRP army cults and hexagons and in Ethereum enthusiast and you know the Dogecoin killer out there of the world, you know. So yeah, you're right. Need love, abundance, and gratitude in here, and that's going to be with more female, more love energy in here. Males bring war
Absolutely.
and testosterone, like you said.
Yes. We need peace and love.
Yeah.
Peace and
Yeah,
love.
I need a bear.
a
My
bear. Don't be a
yes.
bull. Don't be a bear. Be a pioneer, an awakened soul.
Yeah.
That's going to be our
Well,
goal. That's going to be our
I'm
goal here.
always so bullish. I'm just like, oh no, and then she's like, no, I'm just going to play it bearish for the next 4 hours, and then sure as shit, I'm just like, oh whatever, it's gonna go bullish, you know it is, and you're
Yeah.
gonna get fucked.
Don't be a bull. Don't be a bear. Be a pioneer.
and, and then when it goes up, I'm like, fuck. You know, I play my short and I take my profits. But like this pump up, I didn't even long it, you know, and
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
definitely
not.
the bear, and I'm the bull in this little
Yes,
podcast
I
that
love
we're
being the
doing.
better. You
I
need
need
to,
to be more
because
bear.
you need to find that balance, definitely. Because even
Yeah.
myself, like I'm such a bear that sometimes I'm like, all right, it's going up. I admit it.
Right.
All
Right.
right. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's true. It's that ego that's like, fuck, I'm wrong.
Modern swords in the house. Is modern?
Oh
I
yeah.
Is
see.
he?
Thank you. I see. You said thank you, modern sword, awakened soul.
Yeah,
Is he?
he's too shy. He sent me a message. He's like, "Hey, I'm hearing you guys." By the way, I was like, "Okay."
Oh,
So
love
I
it,
sent him
love it,
some
love it,
love. So
love
let's
it,
send him
love it.
some love.
I'm
I
sending
don't
them
know
hot
why he didn't
vibrations.
do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Great
Yeah.
pioneer, great pioneer. Yeah. I'm so glad this is working out, and you know, I'm looking forward to continuing to do this
I
on Tuesdays, like we
know.
said. You know, really rocking the cryptocurrency world, not just cryptocurrency, because there's so much more to life than cryptocurrency. You know, it's like we're saying, mindset, teaching, inspiring others to empower themselves, not only with technical analysis, but with life skills and goals, and you know, just becoming the god and goddess within, and getting in tune with their higher self. That's really the main goal that you know I want to bring to this channel, for sure, here at the Daily Candle Close News. um you know, that's
Absolutely.
definitely my goal, and to be able to collaborate with beautiful souls like yourself and others, you know, it's going to be amazing. So just got to get the word
Absolutely.
out there.
Yeah. And Duke, you need to start doing your TA too. You're really good at TA. Like I don't see a lot
Thanks.
of TA of
I
yours. Like
don't like.
you
There's so much
don't.
TA out there, though. It's just like
But
I don't have to. I just go to your page. I'm just like, all right, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know, but I just think it's so cool when people do like their TA. And then when the few that I've seen, I'm like, why don't you like show people how to do TA? I mean, I don't know. I think it's really cool.
I'd
You know,
love
just once a
doing
week
TA.
or like
I
once a
will.
week, you know?
It's
Something
kind of
like
like the how I look at the stuff that I post. It's usually very well thought out, um, and I try to tie it into something. Whenever I just like say I post, I see like a 4 hour like Bitcoin. It's on the 4 hour candle. You're about to see an 8 up a wolf cross. You're about to see the 8 across the 55 MA. And yeah, I could have totally screenshotted it and shared it on my charting, but like I feel like whenever I share, if the least if I share very little, then the stuff that I do share, people are going to pay attention to it. You know what I mean?
That's
It's like
true.
the New York Times, like they just post 200, 300, 400 news stories per day, and it would fill your news feed with just bullshit. Okay,
Too much
and
data.
yeah, and you just become numb over this stuff. But you get a drop, like let's just say they just post one per day or one per week. When that article hits, oh, you're so excited. Just like when Jordan posts the new drop, it's like, hey guys, I just
Right,
got the
right.
new Sell and May Walk Away decode, and it's like, oh fuck, I gotta watch that. And you
Yeah.
know, it gets exciting. But if you
Yeah.
just start throwing 4, 5, 6 charts out per day, people are going to stop watching.
Yeah. I can see that and not see that because like you got the ones that are like where's the red pill, where's the you see them in the
Yeah,
chat sometimes, but
I do.
so I see the bittersweet side of it, but like I can also see what you're saying because like I personally had RC3 Moore, Roy Moore in the chat right now and viewing he personally said the same thing to me like he was like bro, like I can't wait to see your videos. Like uh make them sweat it out sometimes though too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was like at the same time telling me what you're saying, but at the same time he's feeling like where you at, bro? I think. But yeah, so it was a humbling experience, so I can imagine.
That's
For
it's
sure.
actually a really good thing for me to hear, to be honest. I mean, I'm the New York Times now that you say it because I post like
Yeah.
500 times a day.
Yeah.
But I'm doing like I'm trying to teach at the same time. But I like
Yeah.
that though. It's true. Like I should do that for Twitter. Like just it like
Yeah.
one setup for Twitter and that's it. Because that's my outside people, right? That are not in my Discord, and just keep it nice and clean in Twitter, and then in my Discord, just do the setups, like 1 or 2 setups, but whatever I'm doing. But it's smart. It's true though, because it's true, Duke. When you post a TA, like it's rare when you do. So when you do, I'm like, okay, hold on. What is he saying again? I have to read it like 10 times, but it's true. It's true though. I never thought about it that way. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just reverse psychology, basically. You want to keep
Yeah.
people, you want people to wait for more, or like you want them waiting for more.
I just want to give it
Craving
all. I just want to give
Right.
everything.
And one
Yeah.
thing I wanted to do with my work and why I called it the Daily Candle Close News, and me and you kind of touched on this, and when you brought up one time why I called it that, and and how you thought it was cool because you asked if I came out here and did daily content,
Yeah.
and I would love to. Back in 2020, I was for sure, doing my best to be out here every day sharing the news articles and the nonsense, but that wasn't really teaching nobody nothing. So now I've decided, well, I can still be the Daily Candle Close News, but maybe it's not Coach Abe out here every day delivering. Maybe I open up my platform in Discord and my community to allow somebody else to come out here a certain day, a certain morning, on a set schedule. Basically,
Sorry.
have employees that come share their craft, their skill, their truth, whether it's TA or crypto or whatever in life. It could be real estate or learning how to play the guitar or something. Like really start making this platform so much more about cryptocurrency and about like building a community and tribe that really teaches a grandiose aspect of becoming self-reliant, becoming a creator,
Yeah.
what we were built to be.
I mean, as simple as one episode could be about cold store wallets.
Right. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm serious. Simple as that. Anything that could be educational that we have already gone through our journey that other people need help with. Just like we searched those key concepts and we did our research, we could help the viewers by helping them, unlock those little gems that we already know because we did the work.
Correct. Correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No doubt. No
And then
doubt.
there's also stuff that I won't share. You know, I'll be
Yeah.
like, I'll spit some knowledge, and you'll probably think, where the fuck did you find that from? I won't tell you
Yeah.
because you need to go fucking look.
You're
You
being
need-
a gatekeeper for the truth. So that's all it is. You're making somebody else do the work instead of doing it for them.
Right, exactly. And not only that, it's like, what if someone evil as fuck is listening to me?
Right.
Well, and
yeah.
if I just gave them some sort of secret key and they're, like I could start something that I don't want to start.
Right. That's true. I think we're in a unique rabbit hole, if that makes sense. And I think we have a lot of power with our knowledge and we could do a lot of good. And there could be a lot of bad, unfortunately. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
It was whenever the Platonic solids were being published back in ancient Greece. They did not publish the Dodecadon. I believe it's that Dodecadon they didn't publish because that's the 12-sided, I believe, the 12-sided solid. If you were able to unlock the keys to the Platonic, the Dodecadon drawn or whatever it's called, you would literally, you could create a lot of destruction. And then fast forward a few thousand years, we have the atomic bomb. That's the Dodecadon drawn.
Wow.
Yeah. So this stuff is,
if it gets in the in
wrong hands,
bad hands, yeah, that's true, because a lot of people are probably are coming, like we were discussing, the time of information. They know the information is somewhere hidden. They know the gems are there. They just have to search it. So just like we went through our rabbit holes and we ended up here and we understand what we understand, there's other people searching for this information. Absolutely.
See you later, Nathan. Modern
Absolutely.
Sword. Have a blessed night. Thank you for coming out to the first test run of many more to come.
Yes.
Tuesday
Thank you, Nathan.
jam-packed specials.
Much love, much love. Yeah, I think that's big, good. And Duke, of course, we have to do one. Duke, choose a date. We need to do TA.
Yeah.
You need to come.
When are y'all
Tuesdays,
planning on
right?
doing this? Tuesdays?
Yeah, Tuesdays.
Yeah, I mean,
Date
me and
time still be to be determined, because she's on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast. We're trying to meet in the middle beneath the old Georgia pine and allow our voices to spread across the globe. So there's I think 3 plus or minus hour discrepancy between the both of us. So it's just gonna have to work out. But Tuesdays is usually my off day, but I think she works. I'm not sure.
no, Tuesday. I work Tuesdays, but I only work 4 hours, so
Okay,
I'm available. Yeah. I'm available on Tuesdays. I think we discussed Tuesdays will work for me at like 3:30 p.m.
And that's your time. So I think
Yes.
that you're 3 hours behind me. So that's going to be 6:30 p.m. evening for me.
That'd be okay.
Yeah, I believe so. As far as I know, that'd be great. Even if we go all night, I don't mind.
Mm-hmm. All night. Ay, Dios mío. You're making me tired.
Mamma mia.
I don't know if I could handle it all night.
You can do it. I love the water boy. Oh, no, I'll behave.
No, but this is what I mean. Like, I feel like we're building more than a calibration. We're becoming friends, and it's beautiful.
Family.
Family.
La familia.
Exactly. And I think it's beautiful. So, don't behave. Be yourself. And I think we're gonna all be to to that level where we could just come in. And I think that's the beauty of a podcast. Or, I think like Duke was saying, to the point that we could just log in, hit the live, and just start spilling stuff.
Correct.
Yeah. Love it. That's
Love
what
it.
I want. That's my goal.
All right, guys.
Are you
Go
out?
ahead.
Are we finished? Are we wrapping
go
up?
ahead, Duke.
I was just going to step away, actually. But if we're wrapping things up, we can wrap it up.
Are you going to step away and leave, or
I was going to step away for about 3-4 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's fine. No, go ahead.
Cool.
I don't mind to hang out and just chill with you guys still.
I don't either. I've got probably another hour before I need to go to bed. But
Okay.
Where do you live, Duke?
I'm a traveler. I'm a local.
Okay.
So right now I'm in the middle of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I live in the Ozarks. That's where my home's at.
Cool,
But yeah, I'll be right back.
No worries.
Nice.
So, Abe.
What's up? What's up?
We're practice run here. So what should we do?
Practice run.
Practice run.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know how much there's of a delay.
You want to
there is
go?
in
You want to go
this.
all night? You want to do an all-nighter? Tell me what's the plan.
Well, I mean, I'm just always game for anything. I like to try anything, almost anything once. I'll behave and about saying anything, but almost anything once. And if I like it, I like to try it again. But I just wanted to come out here and we had that hour and 11-minute phone call earlier, just basically discussing, what our goal was, what we decided we wanted to bring to the world, and I guess that's where we could start. If you wanted to take the floor first, or maybe I could, start, just introducing really who we are, our goals, like we've been talking about basically all night, but just allowing the people to see this test run for what it is, and then let it be a rough draft for, I guess, maybe next week, our first official live together, where we come on and hopefully just start to change the world, be the change in the world that we want to see in the world one day.
Absolutely.
But instead of waiting, being that change right now today. So I'll leave it to you, because I'm the gentleman, like I said earlier. Swag stands for she wants a gentleman, not she wants a gangster. Just my belief. I think I made that up. But there's 9 billion people in the world, so I don't want to try and take credit for that, but I think I need to try and copyright it, to be honest. Yeah, if you want to take the floor first and introduce yourself. If not, I've got my website that I've been working on for the last year or so in the background. I can kind of just briefly go over introducing myself and my journey and how I got here. But I'll leave that to you. If you want to go first, ladies first, or what.
So you are still sharing? Let me go ahead and share. Let's see.
So I need to stop sharing my screen?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Oh,
Should I share?
Stop? Yeah, I mean, if you'd like to. I just hit stop sharing my screen.
Okay.
So it might take a delay. I'm not sure, but
cancel, save.
Yeah, we should be good to go now.
I am. Let me see how the delay here. I wonder how can we fix this delay?
I'm not sure. I know
is it my laptop?
I know it's when I'm viewing it like on when I'm viewing it right now on StreamYard, it looks like it's pretty up to date. But when I'm viewing it at the same time, when I switch from StreamYard on my laptop to the YouTube, it's like YouTube's got a small delay. But I don't know how bad it is for our viewers. I don't know if it's because we're viewing it at the same time while talking, or what. Maybe someone in the chat will help us out if they're still here and they can answer that. But like right now I'm viewing it on my phone at the same time, and like it was pretty instant once I stopped sharing my screen. So maybe that's a good sign. I'll put a headphone in and try and listen as we go, and maybe see if that helps. Maybe be a listener and a communicator at the same time. But
All
yeah,
right.
you can go ahead and share your screen, and I'll let you
Let
know.
me see. I forgot how to share my screen. Sorry. Oh man. I'll get it together one day here. How do you add item? Present, right? We go to
Yeah,
present and then share
present,
screen. Yeah.
share screen. Yeah, and you'll want to go to
And now,
Windows, I think, and consider which
yeah.
one you want to share.
Okay. Let's see. It populates.
Yeah, it looks like it's happening pretty fast.
Let's see.
Yeah, real time view. They're viewing us a couple seconds
Perfect.
behind us speaking, but it looks like there's no lag right now. There was earlier and stuff. I think Duke Doobie mentioned, like he said, he thought it was his laptop. And some other things were open in the background, so we were getting multiple uh repetitive us saying the same thing, and we can hear that. But now we fixed that. Um, But now, yeah, I'm seeing your screen on my cell phone, on my computer, on StreamYard, very quickly.
Hmm.
So
I
it
don't
looks
see it
nice.
on. I don't see it on StreamYard yet, but I don't see it on YouTube either.
All right, let me look on YouTube. I'm on my phone on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on the internet. It's on YouTube as well. So whatever you've done, I'm
It
seeing
is.
Awakened
Oh,
Soul.
it is.
Yeah, I'm seeing Awakened Soul Crypto. Your page. So yeah,
Okay, so this is gonna be my preview presentation of like, hey guys, I'm Awakened Soul. This is me. I'm a technical analysis. I'm so shy. I'm so bad at this.
you got
Oh
this. You
man.
got this.
No, pretty much. I just want to bring to the world. Want to bring to the females, especially out there, that technical analysis is a beautiful skill that could be learned with peace, with love, with just having one good trade a day. And I've been learning this beautiful skill of mine, and I just power, like I say, um, men and women to realize that being present in time is what you need, to accept, to be content with your trade every day, and to release yourself from the charts more than anything too, to go outside, ground yourself, and just learn the skill so you could be present in time. That's what I want to bring, and of course with love and gratitude to everyone. But something like that. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. What do you think, Abe? That's what I. Should I tell them about my
I'm
life
back.
or my experience? Or what do you think? What do you think, Duke? Like introducing
I walked in on
ourselves.
half of that.
I was just thinking, should we introduce ourselves, like our history or how we got
I
here?
wouldn't. Personally, I
No.
wouldn't. No, I'm Duke Doobie.
What's up?
Yeah.
You like it? Good. If not, get out of here. Like Jordan says.
Yeah, I'll share stuff about myself if I feel I need to. But the less people know about me, the better, because whenever you get popular and you're unwanted by a certain set of people, they will become vicious and start attacking you personally. And if the personal attacks don't work, they go after your family.
That's
Correct.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. I think we should just be like, hey, what's up? We're here, and just go with it, right? Like, just and if personal conversations come along throughout our journey, then wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not against sharing my background and who I am. Like yeah, I have my face in a lot of the videos, but like I said, we built the thumbnail where we're gonna present who we are to the world. You know what I'm saying? Showing our character, our real avatar. So at the same time, we're already taking the step to be known and to allow people to see that they're dealing with real genuine individuals. So eventually we talked about being on actual video lives where we talk with each other, see in face. People get to see the interaction between two human beings again, which they've tried to take away the last couple of years when they said wear your diaper, and because they wanted a world without smiles, which was a world that they wanted without no meaning. And they wanted you to stay so and so far apart because they wanted a world without touch, no feeling. And I just believe it's our goal to come together. And even though we're in the internet, the metaverse, whatever people are saying right now, but it's not stopping us. Like, we're going to come together. We can meet up now in life because we're getting in touch with one another, high vibrational individuals. But at the same time, I just think we need to, like Duke Doobie saying, be cautious and careful with who exactly we're interacting with, sharing our past with, our truths with, things like that. Because it's a dog eat dog world that we do live in. Unfortunately, not everybody's on the same high vibrational love, abundance, and gratitude, state of being like we are.
Amen.
Right. I'm gonna stop sharing. No, it
All
makes
right.
total sense, and I appreciate
Yeah.
the feedback because
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think coming in and just being like, hey, I'm so and so, and this is what we're gonna do, and hopefully this helps you, and just get to the point kind of situation. That's helpful too.
Literally, all it takes is one person with money to buy a bunch of bots to slander you. And the
Correct.
stuff that you love to do becomes unfun. You don't love it anymore because people attacked you personally.
That's true. Yeah, I don't want
Stay
that.
stay
That would be-
Awakened
that wouldn't
Soul,
be nice.
stay Daily Candle Close News, stay
Yeah.
Duke Doobie, and yeah, those names will flourish, and you can franchise those names. And then whenever you get sued, they're suing Awakened Soul. They're not suing Maria.
Correct.
Right.
I just wanted to share my screen, so if you'll allow it, I'll go ahead and go back to because I want to let ladies first present and
Yeah, of
a little
course.
bit about my
Add
what
to
I've
screen.
got going on.
No, but it's true. Yeah, that's why I chose Awaken Soul. I'm like, I don't want to use my real name and my real stuff like later on in life.
Yeah, I see. Like
I
all
think
it
Awaken
takes
Soul
is
is
me, like someone like me. I like to refer. I like to refer to the history of Jewish people and whatnot. I talk biblically. I talk about the Bible. I talk about Hebrew. All this stuff. Now, if I say something that a Jewish person does not like, they can claim anti-Semitism. And if I'm a guest on your show, you can get shut down because of my comment.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Just
So,
like
yeah.
Mr. Abe getting flagged on YouTube.
And would you rather media say Awakened Soul platform is racist or anti-Semitic, or would you rather than say Maria,
Right.
whatever your last name is, anti-Semitic?
Me personally, it would just be in a slander lawsuit. I mean, it'd be done with.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't play it. Like, at any time, I've got enough I could put on a retainer for a lawyer if anybody ever wanted to tempt me. When it come to the school systems with my son, any job that wanted to try and tell me I had to do something to continue to work there or whatever. Please, I know I might be an arbitrary agreement to maybe not sue the company, but I bet you I can sue somebody individual that's infringing upon my constitutional rights. And you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready. So that's just me. Like, please slander my name.
Even nowadays, like, you can do Chat GTP. Like,
Yeah.
there's people that are doing utilizing these bots to file papers, like court papers and stuff for them. There's people who have fired their lawyers because a bot is cheaper.
Yeah.
It does it for free. Once you buy it, it does it for all the work for free.
Yeah, I've been in the judicial system because been in and out of prison and trouble a lot. I've worked some of my cases pro se myself as my own lawyer.
Yeah.
Custody battles with my son. No lawyer represented for me. Just presenting myself pro se, filing my own motions, paying the fees, etc. Um, but yeah,
Nice.
You are sharing your screen now, Abe.
yeah. This is been a long time coming. Just something I've been working on in the background to get more business professional. Is the Wix website, dailycandleclosenews.com. I've got that domain also bought and copyrighted, I guess you can say. But it's basically my goal and mission to invest in tomorrow's leaders. Like I want our voices, not just my voice, to echo into the years to come. And I want to speak to the ears of leadership and those that are going to empower themselves, like we've been talking about. So I call it the Pioneer Academy and University. And it's just a place where we can all come together and be one, with each other, but most importantly, be our one true authentic self. And so my mission is to one day be the greatest crypto wealth mindset and motivation coach in the world. So, I'm fearlessly invested in over 10 cryptocurrencies. I've been obviously, trying to do this for going on 5 years now, in economics, finance, life mindset. Or, I'm an early investor and I try and teach why getting in early is a key. I try to, again, train leaders in the evolution of money. The greatest transition of wealth, I think, is here to come, by basically focusing on you and staying your true one on authentic self. But it's just my goal here to help you learn how to read these markets through the esoteric approach of numerology, gematria, technical analysis, mindset, astrology, pi, the periodic table of elements, common sense, facts, figures, logic, and just the whole 9 yards. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. It's just me out here documenting my journey into, what I believe will be the transition of wealth that will set the future up for our generations to come. So, it's my goal to get this up and running, so that we can obviously one day, um, you know, continue to continue this mission and raising the frequency and vibration. Training mindset, wealth is health, but also learning how to make cash and cash flow. So it's, me, myself, and I here, just like it needs to be you, your higher self. So, I'm the coach here at the Daily Candle Close News, and I look to obviously collaborate and hire lovely individuals like yourselves one day to help build this community. But I want to be able to share my portfolio with everybody. This has changed a little bit, so I got to update it some. But at the time, this is, some of the 14 plus or minus cryptos that I held that over the last few years have been able to change my life. And I try to teach people how to trade these assets to better their life as well. The same thing, but again, with a mindset approach to everything. I do want to eventually get my blog up and running. Welcome to the academy and all this nonsense. But yeah, basically just have like a weekly newsletter or a place where I can drop links to my video. You can go get them straight from my website, or leave a place for the community to, just like the Discord, just communicate with one another. Obviously you can book online calls in the future with me, private client calls like I've been doing with RC3 more, 3-hour hangouts, certain other individuals in life. But I want to get my advanced trading course for sale. My crypto exit strategy is already up and running and for sale on YouTube and Facebook. And just like a gematria and numerology 101 course that I want to release. And obviously some more things in the future. So it's just something I've been working on slowly and surely because I don't want to rush success. And then I want to have a shop one day. Nothing in it right now, but I want to sell my merchandise and, get it out there for the pioneers to view. Like maybe if there was a thumbnail of a certain video that they liked, they could, send that to me, and I can maybe get it put on a hoodie or whatever, and just get it made for him. Viewer discretion advised kind of deal. But yeah, like this one right here, the Year of the Rabbit. Maybe somebody really likes this picture, and maybe they want it on a hoodie or a beanie or something. So I'd like to open a shop and just continue the business to grow. But that's basically who I am, where I'm at,
Beautiful.
what my plans are. But just continue to teach cryptocurrency, economics, finance, and teach the world the truth around life and everything about themselves, how powerful they truly are.
So nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome,
Thank
awesome.
you.
I love it.
Thank you. I can't wait to publish the website. It's just probably going to be a little while. But yeah, it'll work out in due time. Like I said, we can't rush success. Got the YouTube, got the Rumble, got the Facebook. Enough for now. Created the Discord, so we'll get it together.
Yep, I love that. You can't rush success. I'm with you. I've been working on you guys saw my course, and I'm just like taking my time because I want to make it cute. I just want to make it like serious. I'd rather take my time with it and then let it be.
Right. Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
for sure.
Oh, show. Oh, I wonder how long we've been going, you guys, already.
We
Wow.
have been going
2 hours and
for
49 minutes. Almost
Yeah.
3 hours. Can you believe it?
Kinda.
That's crazy. I know.
This is how it goes with us.
Hey, we couldn't have done it without you, Duke Doobie. Like we really we were on a phone call, like I said, and we were like, yeah, that's it. We're going live. And then we was like, how do we do it? And I was like, you don't know? You don't know? But I was like, nah, I mean, it didn't go like that. I knew I didn't know. And I wondered if she did, and she did. And then, so I contacted Bird Dog Crypto Ronan, and I didn't hear back from him. And I was like, Duke Doobie going to help me out. I know he got me.
Yeah, Bird
So-
Dog's
Yes,
taking a
thank
little.
you. Thank you so
break.
much.
Yeah,
We really
absolutely.
appreciate
It
you.
was my pleasure. I'm glad I could help y'all get going.
Yeah.
I thought this
Yeah.
test was going to be like 20 minutes. And it ended
No.
up being 3 hours. We were on
Yeah.
we were on the other line for a good 30-45 minutes before we switched on to this one.
Yeah. I saw that y'all were in the Trinity Decode, right? Telegram?
Uh,
You were talking
no,
about?
she's not in that one. I was talking about I was trying to get you to join that live because I was trying to do that through Telegram, but then you're like, oh, I'm on the phone with the Awakened Soul.
Oh,
And literally
yeah.
right before you messaged me that you needed help, I sent her a message to be like, hey, did you look at Dogecoin for me? I just wanted
Just
her
worked
to
out
like
perfectly.
make sure that I wasn't just like seeing a bullish settle. I was like, I need
Yeah.
a bear to look at this.
Right.
And if she says,
A
it's
teddy
looking
bear.
bullish.
A teddy bear.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for
I
sure.
definitely just want to
No,
see
I
XRP keep pumping. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
same.
yeah, I think we should wrap it up, guys, just because we
Yeah.
have gone 3 hours. But
sure,
this
for
is
sure.
amazing. I can't wait. We'll talk about more details, Abe and Duke again. And I can't wait to do something with you too. Like I feel like we need to do something with Duke and stuff, or you too, or even you,
Bring me
Abe
on.
and
Bring
Duke.
me
Like
back.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Bring
feel
me
me?
back
Like
here. I
you
don't mind
too are
joining.
such great decoders that it's amazing to see you guys' work and collaborate together. And I just feel like, we're just growing together and becoming that family, and yay. One
Yeah.
day at a time.
Building our tribe. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, absolutely. All right, well, it's been great.
All right,
Thank y'all so
guys.
much.
All right.
Alright,
So this is going to
love-
be on your channel, Awakened Soul Crypto, everybody that's viewing.
Yes.
Eventually maybe I'll have it uploaded on mine. I'm not sure. If not, it'll be cool. This is the test run, but we'll be getting it started from here. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thanks
Love
for
you
having me.
guys.
Yeah.
You
Love
take
y'all.
care.
Long time. Bye bye.
Be safe.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.